Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on? Happy Fed Day. Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. My name is Michael Edward, folks. Former award-winning hedge fund trader, began my career working at a fund in New York City. That was 2007, and then 2008 was the great financial crisis and the stock market crash, but also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Guys, TTG exists to help you to learn, trade, and profit consistently. That is our primary goal, and we are very, very good at continuously achieving it. Since 2016, we've helped thousands of traders and investors of all types, styles, backgrounds, experience levels become successful. And by successful, I mean make money. Okay, guys, we got to just talk about today. We got a huge day. Not only do you have meta earnings after the bell, but you also have the Fed meeting. And for the first time ever, we are live on the True Trading Group YouTube channel to break down and give you guys the analysis and the call in real time, as we are about to find out, do we get 75 basis points or do we get 100? My thoughts are we're about to get 75 basis points. Those are my thoughts. That's what I think we're going to be getting. We've got to talk about it here live at 2 o'clock. In about 8 minutes, we're going to get the announcement. The announcement is going to be coming out from Jerome Powell himself, all right, chairman of the Federal Reserve. I believe, first of all, the markets are extremely strong today. That's first and foremost, okay? First and foremost, the markets are extremely strong. You had better than expected earnings from Alphabet and Microsoft. Really, it was the better than expected guidance. Both of those companies did, in fact, miss on their earnings, but they were not as bad as people had expected them to be. The Snap warning from Friday, the Walmart warning from earlier in the week, really had the markets worried. Meta, Alphabet, Microsoft, Amazon, those stocks all sold off very, very aggressively over the last 3 days. All of them are experiencing significant moves to the upside. You just take a look at Alphabet, up 6.5%, Microsoft up 5%, Amazon up 3%, Apple up almost 2%. All of your big mega cap tech names, you take a look at Meta, up 5%. All your big mega cap tech names are up significantly today on the back of those earnings. The real sticking point in what changed the game yesterday, we were live yesterday on this YouTube channel. We were talking about when Microsoft and Alphabet reported earnings. We were live at that moment. And I told you guys that the real thing that you have to watch is going to be when the conference calls take place. The conference calls of the earnings from yesterday on Alphabet and the conference calls for the earnings on Microsoft were actually fantastic conference calls. One very specific statement from the CFO of Microsoft said they do not see any slowdown in deal making from their largest customers. That's very important because Microsoft shows you an inside look into enterprise spending. Microsoft services some of the largest companies in the entire world. There was a huge concern about enterprise spending slowdowns. That also does factor into GDP, which we're going to get tomorrow. But the real statement there from the CFO saying that they're not seeing any slowdown from their largest customers gives investors the sense that enterprise spending is still strong and things are still holding up far better than people had expected them to be. And that's why the markets are significantly moving higher. All of that could be potentially erased in about 6 minutes when Jerome Powell comes out and the Fed gives their official statement on what they're going to do. I think they're going to raise 75 basis points. I think if they do 100 basis points, I think the markets do not like it. I think the markets will sell off if they give you 100 basis points. If the Fed gives you 75 basis points, I'm going to walk you through my entire game plan. You have a support level down around 394. 394 is not just today's lows, but it is also yesterday's highs. If you get a knee-jerk reaction off of the Fed announcement, now typically the first move, let me actually turn on my mic inside of our chat. All right. Hey, yo, my THD fam, turning on my mic so everybody can hear me here as well. Because what I'm doing right now, guys, is I'm streaming live on on YouTube here with all of you, but I'm also live sharing my trading screen with members of True Trading Group inside of the True Trading Group chat room. So I'm going to have both of these mics, both of my microphones on in both locations so that everyone gets the real-time analysis as this comes through. So this 394 level is a very important level that I'm watching here on the SPY. Typically, the first move after when the Fed announcement is made, typically the first move is oftentimes the wrong one. And that is because, you have algorithms will react to the headline. And then as humans run through the data a little bit more detailed, then reality will kind of set in and then the markets will give you their true move. Then at 2:30, the press conference begins. I actually believe that the press conference at 2:30 is more important than the actual announcement at 2 o'clock. I don't think you get a surprise. The markets right now are expecting a 75 basis point hike. There's about a 78% probability, according to futures markets, that they give you a 75 basis point hike. All right. There's about a 78% chance that you're going to get that. All right. So I don't think Jerome Powell is going to give the markets a surprise. 100 basis points at this point would be a surprise. I do not think he's going to give us a surprise. We got about 2.5 minutes to go before we get this Fed meeting. Let me just update people on, I'm in one position right now. I'm in one position from about $56, and that is HKD. HKD, let me preface this with, this is an extremely volatile trade, is an advanced level trade. If you are a brand new trader, I would not recommend trading HKD. If you are going to trade it, adjust your position size accordingly. This stock has the potential to halt and is an extremely volatile name. But I am long HKD from about $56. I took profit, I reloaded, I took profit again at 60. So basically I'm in at 56, I took profit at 60, I added back at around 56, I took profit again at 60, and now I'm still long some, and we're going to see if that gives me a move later in the day. All right, that is HKD. All right, guys, we've got about a minute and a half to go here. All right, I will be quiet once the announcement actually comes out so I can see what all of the details actually are. And then I will relay back to you what the information is on this Fed meeting. We will also be putting it up on the screen as well. All right, folks, so here we go. We've got 1 minute to go here before we're going to get our Fed announcement. Remember that first move is oftentimes the wrong one. Support at 395 and then support at 394. If you get a quick pullback to 395, we're going to be watching here, guys, to see if 395 holds. There may be a long trade there for us. A couple of seconds to go here. Do not be in a rush off this announcement to make a trade. The volatility as soon as the announcement comes out will be extremely volatile, right? Or the volatility will be extremely high. The SPY will go up and down very violently. Be patient. If there's going to be a directional move, you'll get one this afternoon. Don't forget you have the conference, the press conference will be at 2:30 following this announcement. Here we go, guys. A couple of seconds. I expect a 75 basis point hike. Let's see if we get it. Standing by. $75 basis points, it's out. 75 basis points as expected. Saying that they're on pace to reduce their balance sheet. They expect more interest rate hikes in the future. That's not a surprise. They see softening spending and production in the economy a little bit softer than what they said prior. Sees elevated inflation, not a surprise there. Very muted reaction so far in the SPY. Nothing unexpected. Like I said, no surprises. Did not think Jerome Powell was going to surprise you. All right, that is in line with the expectation. So no surprise there. 75 basis point hike is what you just got. Okay, this is what I've been saying. I think you're going to get 75 basis points. I did not believe you were going to get a 100 basis point hike. Okay, so now we're at 75 basis points. Markets are having a very, very muted reaction. This is exactly what the markets expected. That's why the markets are not moving around very much. The SPY has barely moved in a 1-point range since this announcement came out. Jerome Powell's conference at 2:30 is going to be extremely important. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to ask him questions. Analysts, reporters, journalists, they're going to ask him questions about balance sheet runoff. They're going to ask him questions about the state of the economy, about where he believes that inflation is. Has inflation peaked? Do they think they're going to have to be this aggressive in the end of the year, or are they going to be able to slow down? Do not forget, there is no Fed meeting in August, so you have an automatic built-in pause in rate hikes because there's no meeting in August. The Fed is off in August. September, you'll get another rate hike. Most likely, in my opinion, it'll be a 50 basis point hike in September. SPY right now, guys, trying to find its footing. Support at VWAP. Pay very close attention to this VWAP indicator. VWAP was an area of support for us all day. All day, VWAP was support for the SPY. We have never traded underneath VWAP at any point during the day here today. The interesting thing that I want to hear about when Jerome Powell comes out is the balance sheet reduction. There's a statement in their announcement that says they will continue balance sheet reduction. That is what I want to hear about when he goes into his conference call. I keep calling it a conference call. It's a press conference. He'll be doing it live. It's not a conference call. I keep saying conference call because of all the earnings conference calls from yesterday. But SPY now just printing a new high of the day. Let's see. We got, let's see. Treasuries aren't moving that much either. I'm taking a look at treasuries right now. The 2-year really hasn't moved much. Trying to see. Let's see. I'm just trying to check in on all your different treasuries now, guys. In Europe and the manufacturing deterioration that most likely will happen in Europe. I really do think that the reason our markets are just listening to the breakdown from Rick Santelli right now regarding bond markets, talking about the concerns in Europe. Europe is really where we need to pay attention to because of the energy crisis in Europe. That energy crisis could push Europe into a recession, and that's what Rick Santelli is talking about right now. Yeah, guys. You also another statement also from the Fed that was in their initial release was that they still see robust job gains. They still see robust job gains. That's important because everyone that continues to talk about the recession, it's pretty tough to have a deep recession when unemployment is at record lows, and unemployment still remains at record lows. And the Federal Reserve said they still see forecasts of robust job growth. This press conference from Jerome Powell is going to be very important. That comes out in 24 minutes. Is going to be the press conference. Now, Bob Pisani is going through this as well. All right, so now here's another pullback. We're back down here testing VWAP. So initial move to the upside on the back of the announcement. All right, initial move to the upside. Now you're getting another pullback right back down into your support area, which is this VWAP area. This whole area right around here, 395 and change, is going to be a nice little level of support. I'm not sure how much movement we're going to get here until the press conference. Still said that they see elevated inflation, which again, not a surprise. There's not really a surprise in this Fed statement, which is why the reaction right now in the overall market is muted. It's really going to come down to the press conference to really kind of give us a little bit more insight into what he is looking for, or what the Fed thinks. This end phase, I want to bring end phase to everyone's attention as well. End phase has a major support level here intraday at 246.50. Going to look to see if that is that's kind of the area that I'm looking for there on M phase. That HKD is not really doing anything. I have no reason to get out or anything there. I'm just going to sit in that. But guys, this is exactly what we've been saying for months, right? Like for months, I've been saying that I think a recession is likely. We're going to find out tomorrow if we're already in one or not. But even if we're not in one yet, I still think a recession is likely. But in my opinion, it's going to be a very different kind of recession, because it's a recession that is really based on, inventory levels, and, an imbalance in imports and exports. This is making sure we got a little bit of a pullback now on the SPY. I don't really see too much direction just yet, folks. Trust me, I'll let you guys know if I see a trade opportunity in this. I'll let you know. But yeah, that's why I think it's going to be a different kind of recession, because you just had the Fed said we still expect robust job growth. What happens if you get a negative GDP print tomorrow? Tomorrow is going to tell you. Tomorrow. Listen, about you think today was big? You think yesterday was big? Tomorrow you get GDP numbers. Are we in a recession already? Yes or no? And you also get Apple's earnings and Amazon's earnings. Tomorrow's going to be nuts. You also get some inflation data as well. So tomorrow is going to be a huge day. But that's what I mean. Like, you can't have a deep recession and still have job growth. It's not possible. Okay? It's not possible. And the fact that we still have unemployment at record lows, you have the Fed saying they still see robust job growth. I mean, listen, it's a double-edged sword, because you still have robust job growth. That's going to keep inflation elevated, but it's also going to keep your recession very shallow. It really is like this balancing act of, well, that's good for to fight the recession, but it's bad to fight inflation. And you get this push-pull with how tight and strong the job market is. But forget about, let's talk about you as an individual for a second. If there's a strong jobs market, that's all that matters. For you, you have a job, it's a stable job. If you lose your job, there's about 2 open jobs sitting there waiting for you. That's why if you do get a recession, it's going to be a recession unlike anything that we've ever seen. I've been saying that, lady. I don't know who this woman is on CNBC, but she just said that the markets could bottom, even when, the fundamentals and earnings and everything like that soften into the recession, how the markets could bottom. That's what I've been telling you guys for weeks on these live streams. And I keep using 2009 as the example. The markets crashed in 2008, the worst recession that this country's ever seen. and it's the worst recession. Yes, there was a depression in the 20s into the 30s, but the worst recession we've ever seen was 2008. And 2009, you were in the heart of the recession, but yet the markets bottomed in March of 2009, and then the S&P actually went up over 20% in 2009. Well, guess what? In 2009, you were still in a very deep recession. You were in a deep recession in 2009. Ukraine war is still a source of inflationary pressures. Duh. That is really natural gas. The natural gas issue has actually become worse than the oil issue. Natural gas is trading almost near its June high. Oil is nowhere near its June high. And the Nord Stream 1 pipeline has been reduced to 20% capacity. That is the pipeline that sends natural gas into Germany, Europe's largest economy. There's three major pipelines that send natural gas into Germany. Two of them are closed because of the Ukraine-Russia war. One of them is still open, but it's only operating at 20% capacity. So you really only have, Germany is getting 20% of 33% of the amount of natural gas that they typically get into that country. And that's creating a bit of an energy crisis in Europe. And that affects economic activity and economic production, and that could lead Europe into a recession. So I expect questions for Jerome Powell about that during his conference. His conference is at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. It's 2:13 Eastern. Just as we're live here with you now, I will be live with you at 2:30 when the press conference begins, and I'll walk you through all of the questions that he gets asked and then all of his responses. I think his responses are going to be what's really going to move the market more than the announcement itself, because the announcement itself is not anything surprising or anything that the markets were not expecting. Everything that was in the statement was fully expected. That's why the SPY hasn't moved. We're actually at the exact price right now as we were before the announcement was made. We just had a little whiplash back and forth action. We pulled back down to that support level around 395 and change, tested VWAP, and VWAP held. Now you're getting this little bit of a move higher. When Jerome Powell speaks, if there's no surprise there, I am leaning towards the long side. Okay, if Jerome Powell does not say anything that is overly hawkish, if Jerome Powell comes out and he's a little more dovish than people thought, if he insinuates that the Fed may be able to slow down in September, if he insinuates that you might get 50 basis points in September, the markets could continue higher today. It is definitely possible that we could continue higher, but it's going to be solely based on Jerome Powell's tone and the way he answers specific questions. So I'll be with you guys live to walk you through this when it comes out. Every stock looks the same right now. Every stock did the exact same thing the SPY did. Announcement came out, you had a little move up, you had a little pullback, and now you're right back to where you started. Every stock looks exactly the same, right? You take a look at Meta, looks exactly the same. You take a look at Tesla, looks exactly the same. Take a look at Apple, right? Take a look at Amazon, take a look at Alphabet, take a look at Microsoft. Everything looks exactly, then take a look at the SPY. Everything looks exactly the same. So I'm not going to, this is why you guys need to learn patience. And you need to be able to learn high probability pattern recognition so that you know when to pull the trigger and when to attack. All right. So I don't see a clear trade on this action just yet. I'm still in HKD from 56 and change. It's at 59.40. So up about $3 a share there on the HKD trade. Volume has really dried out on HKD. That stock's not going to go anywhere unless volume comes back into the name. It has potential to give you a breakout later this afternoon, but I have already taken profit off on that trade twice. We're going to see if there's more room there on HKD. Again, full disclosure, HKD is an extremely volatile stock. It's very thinly traded. It's got a very tiny float. That stock can move around in the blink of an eye. It can halt in the blink of an eye. So if you are going to trade it, I would suggest that only traders that are experienced get involved in that, and make sure your position size is adjusted accordingly to handle and deal with that level of volatility. PGY still something that we're paying attention to. We're still holding above yesterday's highs. Little consolidation here during lunchtime. I'll keep an eye on it. Nice little move there on EMPH. I was talking to you guys about EMPH earlier. I'm thinking maybe if HKD can get through 60, I'm thinking that maybe we can start to get that volume. I have an order out around 62 to take some more profit off on HKD. So if we can get through 60, maybe we see an increase in volume. And if we do, I have an order out there by 62 to see if I can get a fill and take some more profits. Bitcoin and Ethereum are moving higher. So Bitcoin and Ethereum like the news. The SPY still quiet, waiting for Jerome Powell's press conference. All right, guys. So I just got a fill there on HKD. Let me send out this alert here in chat, but I did just get a piece of profit off there on HKD. All right, that's HKD. So I just got a fill there. You guys can see here, I just told you I had an order in front of 62, and we just got that fill right there. The stock just ran up there and tapped exactly 61.96. So that it is a little piece of profit off the table there on HKD. Alert now coming inside of the TTG chat room. Still long some. Okay, guys, so there is a piece of profit off on HKD. We're still long some. My next take profit on HKD will be up in the high 60s. I'm looking to see if we can get through the high of the day. The high of the day today is 62. 62.66 to be exact is the high of the day for HKD. If we can get through 62, all right, if we can get through the high of the day, there is no resistance left on HKD until you get to that previous pivot high that sits all the way up over 70. All right, now I'm not going to wait for 70. I'll probably throw an order out around 67 or 68 for another piece of profit, and then I'll hold one more piece of HKD to see if it actually can squeeze through 70. If it squeezes through 70, that's when the stock has a chance to really, really open up and halt to the upside. This thing has the potential to go to like 80 bucks if it actually does get volume. So here's 62, here's 63s. This is a new high of the day on HKD, 63.33. Volume is beginning to increase. It needs more. I'm not convinced yet that we're going to get this extension move. I'm not convinced yet we're going to get this extension move, but the volume is picking up. That's a good sign. I want heavier volume than this in order for me to feel confident that this thing is going to give me that squeeze up into the 70s. So there's new highs there, 63. Volume is still light. It's picking up, but it's still lighter than I would like. Ideally, perfect world scenario, I want to see the stock stay above $60 now. Stay above 60, consolidate, build up steam, break through the highs, and then extend up towards 70. I have an order out there, 67, 68 for my next take profit on HKD. We'll see if we can get there here live. Jerome Powell conference about to begin in 10 minutes. Jerome Powell conference about to begin here in 10 minutes. Let's see, guys. Let's see if we can get moving here on HKD. 63.20, 63s. Here's high of the day, 63.87, new highs. Let's get through 64. I have an order out around 67 for another take profit. Let's see if we can get there. I want to see that volume start to come in. Give me that volume. Give me 30, 40, 50,000 share candles, and then I'll be confident we're going to get this extension. Here's new highs, 64.70. Let's see if we can get moving here, guys. We need more volume. I'm still not convinced. I know you see this extension to new highs. Don't be greedy. Take profits off, guys. We're up, $8 a share right now. We're up $8 a share right now on this long from around 56. Stock currently trading 64. So again, if you guys are just joining us and you're not a member of True Trading Group, HKD is a stock that we got long early this morning around 56. I took profit off at 60. I bought back in around 56. I took profit off again at 60. I just took more profit off at 62. I now have an order sitting up around 67, 68 for another piece of profit off on HKD. Volume is beginning to pick up. I'd like to see the stock stay above 60 now. All right, so I'm going to move my stop loss now up to a point of profit on the entire position. My new stop is going to be down around VWAP. VWAP currently sits at 57, and I'll move the rest of my position. I'll move the stop. I'm actually going to adjust it now. So adjusting that stop now. All right, that stop has now just been adjusted on the HKD position. Here's 66. Let's see if give me this break. We have orders out already. Give me this break. 66, 66.87. We get over 67. I get my fill. So close. 66.87. High of the day, 66.87. I have an order above 67. Seeing if I can get that fill. Guys, don't be shy. Just rip your profits off the table. We're now up $10 a share. Rip your profits off the table. We are up $10 a share now on HKD. Looking for this to push up towards 70. Here we go. 67s. My order's out. Can I get my fill? Not yet. Not yet. Filled. Guys, there it is. Another piece of profit off the table. Alert coming. $67.33. $67.33. Another take profit off on HKD. Let's go. Give me that boom, baby. Oh, this is what we're talking about. Boom. All right, guys, so there it is. That's another piece off the table. I'm still long HKD. We are still long HKD. My next take profit's going to be over 70. I want to see if we can start going now. You see volume is starting to pick back up. I told you what? I said I wanted to see 30, 40, 50,000 share candles on a 3-minute chart. There it is. There's your increase in volume. That's what I'm looking for. Now you get your extension. 68.24, new high of the day. Your all-time high on this is $71. My next take profit will be over 71. I want to see a squeeze through 71 into the 70s so I can take profits off. I told you earlier this has a chance to squeeze into the 80s. $69 now, brand new high. For all of you that are watching this live that are not members of True Trading Group, this is what we do. Let's go. Congratulations, guys. This is a big one. This is a freaking monster. We are now up $13 a share. We are now up $13 a share. Okay, now listen. I want to see us stay above 62 now. I want to see us stay above 62. All right. We're getting an increase in volume. I want to see a consolidation here around 62. My 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level lines up there around 62. So does your trade line. I'm looking for this. If this can, if this thing has such potential to squeeze. I mean, this is already a monster trade. I'm still long a piece. I'm still long a piece. Guys, Jerome Powell conference starts in 3 minutes. Just a little light work while the markets are quiet. The overall markets are quiet, waiting for Jerome Powell. We find action elsewhere. Huge move here on HKD, guys. All right, we're in the driver's seat on this trade. We are in the driver's seat on HKD. So I can let that work. I can let that stock do what it's going to do. But listen, guys, listen to me carefully. As great as this move is on HKD, it is extremely volatile. Continue to adjust your stop losses because this stock could halt at any moment to the upside and to the downside. So protect yourself. Get your orders out there so you are not blindsided like a deer in headlights. Protect yourself. This is a huge trade. Okay, I just continue to move my stop loss up as this stock continues to work in our favor. So you guys, for those of you that are not members, if you see how we're trading this thing here live and I'm walking members through this this analysis, this is what we do every day. So just like how I share my screen, I talk to you on the microphone, you're getting an inside look right now into how we trade every day inside True Trading. This is just a routine day at the office for the TTG family. So for all of you that are not members, hope you guys are enjoying the live trading here today with us, and congratulations. I told you guys as soon as this live stream started, I told you this HKD was at $58. As soon as the live stream started, I told you I'm long HKD. I told you as soon as the live stream started. So anyone that was tuning in watching live, you're sitting up $10 a share right now if you guys acted on that when I initially said it when we first started this live stream. Obviously, my TG members, you're in it from even lower if you guys were following me earlier on in the day. All right, guys, Jerome Powell conference starting in 1 minute. Starting in 1 minute. One minute to go. And then the press conference will begin. The press conference will begin with Jerome Powell. And then the overall market should start to heat up. So you see the SPY has not moved. We're at the exact same point where we were before the Fed announcement. All right, we're at the exact same point where we were before the Fed announcement. All right, guys, here we go. Here comes Jerome Powell. All right, I'm gonna be quiet here. I need to listen to Jerome Powell. Here comes his statement.
And we're moving expeditiously to do so. We have both the tools we need and the resolve it will take to restore price stability on behalf of American families and businesses. Over the past 2.5 years and improved resilience. It is essential that we bring inflation down to our 2% goal if we are to have a sustained period of strong labor market conditions that benefit all. From the standpoint of our congressional mandate to promote maximum employment and price stability, the current picture is plain to see. It's extremely tight and against this backdrop, today the FOMC raised its policy interest rate by 0.75 percentage point and anticipates that ongoing increases in the target range for the federal funds rate will be appropriate. In addition, we are continuing the process of significantly reducing the size of our balance sheet.
There we go.
More to say about today's monetary policy
You
actions.
just said we're continuing to significantly reduce the size of our balance sheet. I want to hear more about that.
Recent indicators of spending and production have softened. Growth in consumer spending has slowed significantly, in part reflecting lower real disposable income and tighter financial conditions. Activity in the housing sector has weakened, in part reflecting higher mortgage rates. And after a strong business fixed decline in the second quarter. Despite these developments, the labor market has remained extremely tight, with the unemployment rate near a 50-year low, job vacancies near historical highs,
Unemployment rate near 50-year lows.
Rose by an average of 375,000 jobs per month, down from the average pace seen earlier in the year. Improvements in labor market conditions have been widespread, including as well as for African Americans and Hispanics.
Slight pullbacks in the SPY off the beginning of his statement. Slight pullback so far, nothing major yet.
Remains subdued, with the labor force participation rate little changed since January. Overall, the continued strength of the labor market suggests that underlying aggregate demand remains solid. Inflation
Economy is resilient. Job market is still tight. Job market still strong.
Over the 12 months ending in May, total PCE prices rose 6.3%, excluding the volatile food and energy categories. Core PCE prices rose 4.7%. In June, the 12-month change in the consumer price index came in above expectations at 9.1%, and the change in the core CPI was 5.9%. Notwithstanding the recent slowdown,
That's a very low volume pullback on HKD. Still long a piece of HKD from 56 and change. Took profits off over 67, up $10 a share. Still long a piece of that position. Watching Jerome Powell's statement now.
The earlier surge in prices of crude oil and other commodities that resulted from Russia's war on Ukraine has boosted prices for gasoline and food, creating additional upward pressure on inflation. The Fed's monetary policy actions are guided by our mandate to promote maximum employment and stable prices for the American people. My colleagues and I are acutely aware that high inflation imposes significant hardship, especially on those least able to meet the higher costs of essentials like food, housing, and transportation. We are highly attentive to the risks high inflation poses to both sides of our mandate, and we're strongly committed to returning inflation to our 2% objective. At today's meeting, the committee raised the target range for the federal funds rate by 0.75 percentage point, bringing the target range to 2.25% to 2.5%. And we're continuing the process of significantly reducing the size.
Jerome Powell still giving his statement. This is a written statement, and then he will take Q&As. He'll take questions.
We will be looking for compelling evidence that inflation is moving down, consistent with inflation returning to 2%. We anticipate that ongoing increases in the target range for the federal funds rate will be appropriate. The pace of those increases will continue to depend on the incoming data and evolving outlook for the economy. Point increase in as many meetings. While another unusually large increase could be appropriate at our next meeting, that is a decision that will depend on the data we get between now and then. We will continue to make our decisions meeting by meeting and communicate our thinking as clearly.
Oh, look at that move there on the SPY. New highs. There were new highs. There it is. Look at that. Guys, HKD, new highs. 71.50. HKD, new highs. HKD may halt. HKD just broke above that high of 71, 71.50 now. HKD 72. Looking at 73, new high. Let's see if we halt. 74. Guys, I'm throwing another piece of this position out right now to take more profits off in the 70s. 75s now. Guys, I just got failed 74.70. 74.70 just got failed on HKD. Alert coming in chat. This is a monster.
And we will strive to avoid adding uncertainty in what is already extraordinarily challenging and uncertain. This process is likely to involve a period of economic growth.
Let's go. 77.66 new highs on HKD.
And to set the stage for achieving maximum employment and stable prices over the longer run.
One last piece of this position remaining. One last piece of this position remaining. Let's see if we can get this thing to halt. Back with an increase in volume. I just told you guys, watch HKD. That was a very, very low volume pullback on HKD. Look at the volume. Jerome Powell, I'm sorry, buddy. This is more important for me right now. Look at that volume. Look at this. Look at my chart. You see that low volume pullback there on HKD. The trade line caught back up and then bang, rockets this thing through the high of the day. $78 now, brand new high. That's another piece of profit off the table. I'm down to now a very small piece of my position. I'm down to about 10% of my original position size as Jerome Powell now begins taking questions.
Thank you.
Sure. So we did judge that a 75 basis point increase was the right magnitude.
If you are not a member of True Trading Group yet, I do not know what you are waiting for.
I'd say that we wouldn't hesitate to make an even larger move than we did today if the committee were to conclude that were appropriate. That was not the case at this meeting. There was very broad support for the move that we made. You mentioned the June meeting. We had said many times that we were prepared to move more aggressively if inflation continued to disappoint. And that's why we did move to a more aggressive pace at the June meeting, as we said we would do. At this meeting, we continued at that more aggressive pace as inflation has continued to disappoint in the form of the June CPI reading.
Thank you so much for taking our questions. Colby Smith with the Financial Times. As the committee considers the policy path forward, how will it weigh the expected decline in headline inflation, which might come as a result of the drop in commodity prices, against the fact that we are likely to see some persistence in core readings in particular? And given that potential tension and signs of any kind of activity weakening here, how has the committee's thinking changed on how far into restricted territory rates might need to go?
So I guess I'd start by saying we've been saying we would move expeditiously to get to the range of neutral, and I think we've done that now. We're at 225 to 2.5, and that's right in the range of what we think is neutral. So the question is, how are we thinking about the path forward? So one thing that hasn't changed is that it won't change. Is that
Because it was also a unanimous decision.
It's going to continue to be
a unanimous decision by all members of the Fed to give you 75 basis points. And there is your move to the upside. Look at this now, 399 on the SPY. Everything moving higher. Apple, Amazon, right? Microsoft, new highs. SPY, new highs. That's 399. QQQs, new highs. And just like that, we are back to 400 on the SPY. Guys, so far as it stands, if this stands, June 17th stands to be the low of the day, that is the day that we added the bulk into our long-term portfolio on June 17th, which right now stands as the low of the year. And I have no reason to believe why these markets cannot continue higher now after you got, earnings from Microsoft and Alphabet that were much better than expected. You got Jerome Powell gave you the 75 basis points. I don't hear anything that is overly hawkish. I don't hear anything that's overly hawkish from Jerome Powell here so far today. And I do think that this market rally can continue, and I do expect more upside. Meta is going to give you earnings after the bell. If Meta's earnings are nowhere near as bad as everybody expected, that's something that you guys have to be paying attention to and watching. And then you're also going to have then Apple and Amazon earnings on Thursday, and then GDP numbers. All right, you're going to be getting everything tomorrow.
That would be what we wrote down in our SEP at the June meeting. So I think the median for the end of this year, the median would have been between 3.25 and 3.5. And then people wrote down 50 basis points higher than that for 2023. So that's, even though that's now 6 weeks old, I guess, that's the most recent reading. Of course, we'll update that reading at the September meeting in 8 weeks. So that's how we're thinking about it. As I mentioned, as it relates to September, I said that another unusually large increase could be appropriate, but that's not a decision we're making now. It's one we'll make based on the data we see.
He is talking about September. He is, people were asking him about September, and he said that, it is possible you can get an unusually large rate hike, which 75 basis points is an unusually large rate hike. He's saying it's possible that may be appropriate in September, but they're not deciding that now. They're deciding, they're deciding on like what the inflation data is going to be, because in August you're going to get July's inflation data. That is going to be very important for the market, because in June you got that 9.1 CPI number. Now, if you guys have been following my live streams for a while, you know that I told you when you got the 9.1 number in June, I told you that I think that's going to be the highest CPI print that we're going to get all year. I don't think you're going to see a number that's going to be higher than 9.1. So if in August you get July CPI number and it comes in lower than June, then the markets say that's it, inflation has peaked, and Jerome Powell and the Fed can probably ease up in September and give you a 50 basis point hike in September. The only way I think they give you another 75 is if inflation stays like it was 9.1 in June. If it's like 9.0 in July, or if it's worse, if it's like 9.2, they'll give you another 75. They might even give you 100. But if, let's say, July's number comes in at like 8.2 and you dropped almost a full percentage, then I think it's a no-brainer. They give you 50 basis point hike.
Estimate of where the committee's thinking is still, which is that we would get to a moderately restricted level by the end of this year, which would be somewhere between 3 and 3.5%, and that the committee sees further rate increases in 2023. As I mentioned, we'll update that, of course, at the September meeting, but that's really the best I can get for that. So inflation has been a little higher than anticipated. Has your view of the terminal rate changed since June?
What a move. What a move. 400 now on the SPY. 400 on the SPY, new high of the day. 401 is your gap fill, guys, and I think that's where we're headed. All right, it's like 401.40 actually is the gap fill. If you guys take a look up here, the top right, so right there, this chart right there, that's the daily chart of the SPY. And what I want you to look at is this gap. This was the gap from CPI numbers, right? That gap fill takes you to 401.40. Okay, 401.40 is going to be the gap fill there. And that's the next level of resistance once you get through 400. All right, 400 is this pivot resistance from Friday, right? So Friday was 400 was your high. Okay, right there. That was your high. Okay, 400. That's where we are right now. This is one level of resistance. But I think at this stage, I'd say, pullbacks to 398.50, 399 are buyable. And I think you break through 400. I think you go and fill that gap to 401.40. There's 427. That's a new high print. See if we can get through 400. I'd like to see us I'd like to see us consolidate here a little bit on the SPY before continuing. That's about a 4-point move on the SPY straight up when Jerome Powell was talking about what to do in September. HKD still a monster. Stock's trading $76. High of the day is 78. I'm out of 90% of my position. We were long from 56 and change. That is a huge win for us. HKD, long from around 56. And I'm long a small piece still. And we're going to see if this thing can continue into the close and into power hour. We still have an hour and 15 minutes left in the day. And we're going to see if we can get maybe just a little bit more there. See if that trade line comes into play now. See if we get support down there around 70, 71, which is this previous high from Friday. We'll see if we can hold that prior high from Friday. But I like the volume here on HKD. We finally got a nice increase in volume there, and we're going to see. Steve Leisman's going on right now. Steve Leisman's answering a question.
So I have 2 questions off of that. You share the president's confidence in not being in a recession. And second, how would or would not a recession change policy? Is it a bright line, sir, where contraction of the economy would be a turning point in policy? Or is there some amount of contraction of the economy the committee would be willing to abide in its effort to reduce inflation? So
Steve Leisman just said, do you share the president's view that we're not in a recession? And if we were to go into a recession, would that change your stance on monetary policy?
For a couple of reasons. One of which is that you're coming off of the very high growth of the reopening year of 2021. You're also seeing tighter monetary policy. You should see some slowing. We actually think we need a period of growth below potential in order to create some slack so that the supply side can catch up. We also think that there will be, in all likelihood, some softening in labor market conditions. And those are things that we expect and we think that they're probably necessary if we were to have to get inflation, we were to be able to get inflation back down the path to 2%, ultimately get there.
He didn't really answer the question. He didn't really answer the question.
So we're going to be focused on getting inflation back down. And we, as I've said on other occasions, price stability is really
Inflation is the priority. This is what I've been saying to you if you've been following my live stream for a while. This is what I've been saying. He's not answering the question because his answer keeps being, we're going to focus on bringing inflation down. And I've been telling you guys this for a while. It is far more important for the long-term health of the economy that you bring inflation down. It's more important inflation comes down than it is you avoid a recession. A recession is not something that you should be scared of, okay? The problem is when people hear the R word, they immediately think 2008. And 2008, you have to realize, is an outlier. 2008 is the worst recession that this country has ever seen. It's the worst recession. That's why it's called the Great Recession, because it's the worst recession we've ever had. All right. So not all recessions are like 2008. Okay. There have been many recessions since the post-World War era where you had, minimal declines in GDP and minimal spikes in unemployment. 2008 was not normal. 2008 was the worst of the worst. Okay, it's okay. Recessions are normal. They're not. It's not like the boogeyman. You shouldn't be scared of the word recession. Recessions are normal economic cycles that are necessary in order to maintain long-term consistent growth without having inflation and prices spiral out of control. Recessions are needed. You should not be scared of a recession. You should welcome mild recessions. Mild recessions are welcoming because stock prices come down substantially, but you still keep your job. Therefore, you have cash that you can take and invest into the market at Black Friday discount prices. You should not be scared of the R word. There is nothing to be scared of. I've traded through 2008, folks. 2008 was when I was still at the hedge fund. 2008 is when I received the Trader of the Year award. 2008 also happens to be the worst single decline in S&P market history. 1 year decline from the S&P is the worst in history, 2008. You don't have to be scared of it. Yes, Christopher West. I just made more money in 5 minutes than I do in a week. I did this by sticking to my plan and finding my trader identity that TTG taught me. TTG for life. Boom! Yes. Guys, listen, the TTG members are making money, regardless of what the hell is going on. You don't believe me? Watch this real quick. Guys, my TTG members, if you're a member of True Trading Group, do me a favor. And if you're making money and you're becoming better traders, type the $sign in chat right now. Type the $sign in chat if you're making money and you're becoming better traders. Sound off in chat, my TTG fam, right now. Bottom line, folks, members of True Trading Group are making money right now throughout this process. Don't believe me? Just watch how many people type the $sign right here. Look at all those $signs. Guys, listen, if these people can do it, so can you. You know, there's no difference. These people found True Trading Group the same way you did, and that's on one of these live streams. Luckily for you, you guys were able to be live on here while we just caught a 20% rip on HKD, just a monster trade. You know, so if these people can do it, so can you. They found us on a live stream, just like you did, all right? And they had all the same excuses that you had. You know, they had all the same excuses you had. Full-time job, no experience, lost money before, small account, but yet here they are now telling you, because of the True Trading Group platform, because of the education they've received, because of the tools and resources that they have access to, here you guys have TTG members telling you they're making money. And for good measure, HKD, new high of the day on the SPY as well. There's 401. Oh, man, I don't know if anybody just caught that pullback. I said 399 pullbacks are probably viable on the SPY up to 401.40. And there was a quick pullback to 399. I didn't take it. I was talking to you guys. I'm also still watching HKD. But there's a new high on the SPY. And Powell also did just say, I didn't want to miss that. Jerome Powell did just say, I don't think we are in a recession. Okay, so Jerome Powell did just say, I don't think we are in a recession.
I wanted to ask about the new conflict of interest rules that you all rolled out. Some senators have written out financial activity. I was wondering if you could speak to that and whether you intend on attempting those rules anyway.
So those are the toughest rules in place, you know, at any comparable institution that I'm aware of.
But we're going to find out tomorrow. You know, we're going to find out that tomorrow is your GDP numbers. You know, tomorrow are your GDP numbers. Tomorrow you're going to find out if we're in a recession or not. But like I said, if you already are in a recession, it's actually the best case scenario possible. If you're already in it, the sooner you get into the recession, the sooner you come out of it. And if you can tell me that we're already in a recession with unemployment at 3.6, that's the best recession in history. To be at 50-year record low unemployment while you're already in a recession is actually the best case scenario possible.
I want to talk a little bit more about the 75 basis points versus 50 versus 25. Can you talk a little bit about what kind of goes?
Somebody commented earlier, there's nothing good about a recession. I'm sorry, I disagree. There's nothing good about 9% on 9% inflation. There's nothing good about 9% inflation. Inflation has to come down. The economy was way too hot coming out of COVID, and a recession coming out of the greatest economic boom that you've ever seen post-World War era, it needs to cool off. and to recess off of the greatest economic boom that you've seen since after World War II. I'm sorry, a recession is, and I've been saying this for months before anybody was talking about recession. I've been telling you that I think that we're going to be going into a recession, but I just don't think it's going to be a bad one. I think it's going to be a mild one. A mild recession, yeah, Glennie, exactly. A mild recession would be quite helpful in bringing that inflation number down. And if you have to go into a recession for 2 or 3 quarters, so what? You're coming out of the hottest economy that any of you have ever seen. This isn't, you're acting like the economy was in the dumps and now all of a sudden we're in a recession. The economy was so insanely out of control, unsustainable. GDP 7%. That's ridiculous. You can't sustain those levels. 2% GDP growth is normal. You know, you can't triple, quadruple that and then just think that that's okay and that's sustainable. That's how you get 9% inflation. 9% inflation is not sustainable. You need a mild recession to bring this down. We've been saying this for months. This is nothing to be scared of. Crypto's on fire right now. All you need to look at is crypto, and you guys can look at, yes, thank you, Webcoin. Thank you. I agree, recessions are part of the business cycle. They are. They're part of the business cycle, guys. You can't just expect the economy is going to rip-roar forever. Just like stocks don't go up in straight lines, the economy doesn't go up in a straight line. You need that little pullback. And that's what we're getting. You know what just happened? I'm going to show you what just happened, right? Okay, I'm going to show you guys this. Okay, this was the economy. Look at HKD, my chart of HKD. This was the economy during COVID. This is the economy after COVID. And now we're going to experience a pullback. That's it. That's what this is. The jobs market is too freaking tight. There are too many open job positions. There are too many people that have jobs. I am sorry. This is not 2008, but I get it. The problem is, this is the problem. The problem is people go online, they go on YouTube, they go read news articles, and every single news article, every single YouTube video says the stock market's going to go down 80%. This is the end of the world. And you want to know why they do that? Because they try to get views. They try to get clicks. And you know how you get views and clicks? By scaring the ever-living crap out of people. Nothing gets views more than fear. They fear-monger you. They use sensationalism. They back it up with zero fact and proof. They just tell you, oh, the world's going to end. The market's going to go down 80%. And you're like, oh, wait, what if it does go down 80%? And you get scared. They don't make money by making you money. They make money by getting your eyeballs and getting your attention, which is why the media and why social media, that's why they thrive off exaggeration and superlatives and sensationalism and fear-mongering. But it doesn't give you any actual information. It doesn't. It gives you nothing. It gives you nothing but fear. Okay, it gives you nothing but fear. The people that are telling you the market's going down 80% are complete fools that know nothing of what they speak of. I'm not waiting for the market to go down 80%. I'm putting my money to work. You guys can take that information for what you want. The labor market is super tight right now. For every one unemployed person, there's nearly 2 open jobs. And that's not even if you factor in like Uber and DoorDash and everything else. The stock market's the greatest builder of wealth that anyone's ever going to experience. You guys all know this to be fact because you are here on this live stream. You're watching this live stream. The stock market is designed in a way that no matter who you are, where you come from, how much time you have or don't have, how much money you have to start with, you absolutely have every chance to take advantage of the opportunity and have opportunities to succeed. Is it easy? No, it's not, but nothing worth doing ever is. But is it possible and perhaps maybe even likely if you're educated, are part of the right community, have access to the right tools? Absolutely, yes, it is. I've seen this firsthand at True Trading Group, guys. We've helped thousands of members over the years make consistent money and find financial independence. We focus on day trading, swing trading, long-term investing, options, crypto, ETFs, futures, commodities, including myself. There are 8 other professional traders that are part of True Trading Group that share their opinions. They alert you in real time when they enter and exit trades, just like I did here with you guys live. This is all done through push notifications, okay, on our free mobile app. There's no delay. We share our screens with you from pre-market till after hours every single day that the stock market's open. If you can't be in chat, don't worry about it. Listen to our mobile app. It's available for free. As long as you can listen to music at work, you can listen along to our mobile app. This is what keeps you in the game. Everyone that typed the $ before when I said, hey, are you making money? They didn't get a secret strategy that the hedge fund taught me that they don't want to tell anybody else. They didn't learn one special pattern that works 100% of the time. They got the real secret, and that's being part of a supportive community where you get real education, transparent alerts, access to tools and resources that give you more information so you can make better decisions to help you increase your chances of making money, plain and simple. That's how True Trading Groups are doing it. That's how True Trading Group members are doing it. Hell yeah, Zook. Zook goes, this is a place to be. I'm so blessed to be a lifetime member of True Trading Group. Also important thing to notice, Jerome Powell said the best indication of inflation is PCE. Okay, so you're going to get core PCE information on Thursday. So we're going to get core PCE at the end of this week. Yes, Emmanuel Batiste, congratulations. Says, thanks, TTG. Best trading day in my career so far. Congratulations, Emmanuel. Record milestone day for Emmanuel. Great job. Jared says, I was able to buy and pay off a house within a year of learning and profiting from TTG. I broke rules at first, made a bunch, paid off a house, went under PDT. Now I'm making consistent wins daily. I no longer have a job. Full-time trader, Jared, congratulations. That's one hell of an accomplishment. The detective trader says the secret is the education. The rest is all crap. Yes. Jennifer Hill, great job. Another $1,000 day today. Thanks, TTG. Way to go, Jennifer. Way to go, Jennifer. Congratulations. Congratulations, Jennifer. Chris DaCosta, $3,000 day today on the SPY calls. Thanks, Mikey boy. You're very welcome. You know, the only person in my life that calls me Mikey is my grandmother. But Chris, I'll let it slide. You made $3,000 today. I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide. 5-day green streak for Keith. Many thanks. Yes. Way to go, Keith. 5 green days in a row. Nice. Yeah, Glenny had a great trade on Sunrun. $5,000 profit for Eck. Terrific. Yeah, Glenny had a really nice trade. Glenny is another one of our pro trading moderators in chat. Had a beautiful trade on Sunrun. That's ticker symbol RUN. Enphase, another solar play, had huge blowout earnings yesterday. That stock's up huge today. Enphase is a stock that's been on our list for quite a while. The last 2 weeks or so, we've been kind of focused on Enphase. And then Sunrun with a huge move higher today. Great job. Nice trade on that, Glenny. And congratulations to any other teaching members that followed Glenny on that trade. There's your move, guys, on the SPY. Right back up there to 401. Like I said, those pullbacks into 399 are viable. And there's your move to now a new high of 401. Your next resistance level is right around 401.40. That's going to be your gap fill. That is going to be your gap fill, guys. High of the day, 490. There it is, 401.9. 401.09. There's new highs on the SPY. Here's a good question. How close are we to a recession is the question being asked right now. Let's see what he says.
It doesn't seem that the U.S. economy is in a recession right now. I think you do see a weakening a slowdown, let's put it that way, in growth, and you see it across some of the categories that I mentioned, but there's also just a very strong data coming out of the labor market as well.
So he said it does not look like we're in a recession right now. Yes, you're seeing a slowdown in certain areas, but there's just such strong data coming out of the labor market. And that's why he says he does not believe that we are currently in a recession, is what he's saying now. But the goal is for that labor market to loosen. You want all those open jobs, you want them all to go away. That's how you can bring down like wage inflation. That's how you can bring all that stuff down. That'll help bring inflation down. All those job openings, we have record high job openings right now. That has to come down. In order for inflation to come down, that has to come down.
That demand coming down in a way that didn't translate into a big increase in unemployment as you would expect in the ordinary course, because frankly the imbalance is so much greater. But we don't know that. I mean, this is a case of first.
That's what I've been saying. So he just said, he goes that the imbalance in the labor market is so severe that it creates a cushion for unemployment to really go up significantly. If you guys have been watching my lives for a while, that was one of the explanations that I was giving you guys when we first started talking about a recession, of why I believe the recession won't be that bad, is because unemployment, I believe, is going to stay relatively low during that recession because you have a very big buffer. That buffer is, okay, let's say, and I'm just giving you examples. The numbers are not these numbers. I'm giving you examples. Let's say there's 1 million people that don't have a job, but there's 2 million open job positions. That gap of 1 million jobs is a buffer for the unemployment and for the labor market as the economy slows. Because as the economy slows, those 2 million job openings start to go away, and the 1 million people looking for a job starts to go up, and eventually they will meet. That gap acts as a buffer as the economy slows down for the job market to still be stable. That's why it's very difficult for you to have a very deep recession if the jobs market remains stable. If you guys are scared about those jobs going away, don't be. Learn to trade. Take control of your own financial future.
We look at this carefully, and we thought that this was a sensible pace.
Looking at financial conditions, it seems like the tightening has slowed. We'll talk about a hot.
So a big piece of that is inflation expectations. Break-evens coming down, which was a good thing. It's a good thing that markets do seem to have confidence in the committee's commitment to getting inflation.
Guys, I want you to put a stock on watch, and that is ticker symbol RDBX, Redbox. Redbox had a big breakout day on Monday, and it has done a splendid job of holding together. Okay, we have done a splendid job of holding together during these last 2 days. That's a very calm and controlled pullback on Redbox, and you have a lot of support down there. It looks like around 520. If you draw a line across, my nephew just ran up to my office door to say hi to me. If you see this $5.20 area, see this right here? You see that support level right there? That's a really nice support level there around 520. All right, so you have very clear flat top resistance at 650, and you have very clear support down here at 520. So make sure that you guys put this up on your list. Yes, way to go, D. Phillips. D. Phillips, I'm up $36,000 this month with my teaching education, and I just ripped SPY calls at 2:30 while I'm on vacation. Boom, don't tell wifey, not supposed to be trading on vacation. Way to go, D. Phillips. Yes. Yes. So guys, keep RDBX on watch. I'm going to add this to my watch list for tomorrow. And I'm going to see if maybe there's a chance for us to get a break through 650. 650 major resistance. You also have the 200-day and 50-day moving average sitting there. That's going to be RDBX. Guys, put that on watch. I'm warning you now. Put that on watch. That's RDBX.
Saying it's not credible, we'll never get inflation to 2%. Some of our critics have would say inflation is too high. We're the same ones who are saying you'll never get 2%. Well, but anyway, that's what happened. So we thought we needed to really make a strong statement that it wasn't part of the framework. The December 20 guidance was not part of our overall new framework. It was just guidance that we put in place. So I would say two things. One, I don't think that is materially changed the situation, but I have to admit, I don't think I would do that again.
So far, HKD is doing a nice job of holding those 70s. Right? We're doing a nice job of holding those 70s so far in HKD. Do you have courses too, or is it just live trading? How do I sign up? Taylor, we have courses, yes. True Trading Group is a platform. We are not just live trading. True Trading Group was designed specifically to level the playing field for retail traders by providing you the information that professional traders have access to with different tools and resources, but also giving you the education that I received when I worked at a fund in New York. Okay. So I had to go through a 3-month educational training program when I first got hired at the fund before they let me touch their money. So that level of education is what you get access to as a member of True Trading Group. So there's courses, there's tools, there's resources, there's mentorship, there's study groups. There's a lot that you have access to on the TeachD platform. Let me tell you guys this. If HKD stays above $70 into the close, you have potential for an after hours short squeeze. If you can stay above 70, you have the potential of an after hours short squeeze. I'm going to be watching HKD very closely. This is the biggest win of the day here is HKD. I traded a couple other things today. I had a losing trade on Tide. I also traded PGY today. But biggest trade of the day for me by far is this HKD. HKD is just an absolute monster. Meta also has earnings coming up after the bell, so don't go anywhere, guys. We got about 45 minutes of the market still open here. I'm still long HKD. We're going to see if we can get some follow through to that massive breakout there. I told you guys through 60, right? And when I said, I go, hey, I drew this line. I drew this line at 60 on HKD, and I was like, if you get through 60, volume may start to come into this. And then as soon as we got through 60, volume started to come in, and then the rest is just history. You know, I mean, the stock did exactly what we had said to look for right here live on this live stream. So now with that break over 70, I'm looking to see, does this level now become support? So far, we're doing a nice job holding above it. I'm still long. I'm a small piece, though. I'm down to like 10, 12% of my original position size from around 56 and change. Stock currently trading 75. But maybe, I don't know, maybe there's a chance for me to even add back to this position. I like the way we just held there. Way to go, Handsome Landon. Today makes 11 green days in a row. That's a 6 streak, man. Congratulations. Way to go, Festus. Took profit twice today on HKD. Mike, thank you. It's my pleasure. Oh, this is good. They just asked Jerome Powell, what's his definition of a recession?
using our tools to achieve maximum employment price stability. We don't say there is now a recession, that kind of thing. So that wouldn't be something we do. We would look at the data tomorrow, and no doubt we'll look at it very carefully and draw whatever applications we can. Like, as I mentioned, though, if you think about what inflation, what a recession really is, it's a broad-based decline across many industries that that's sustained for more than a couple of months, and there are a bunch of specific tests in it, and it just doesn't seem like that now. What we have right now doesn't seem like that, and the real reason is that the labor market is just sending such a strong signal of economic strength.
The labor market is sending such a strong signal of economic strength. This is what I've been saying, guys. This is what I've been saying. It's good to see that one of the greatest economic minds that our country has to offer has the same views.
You said that some softening in the labor market is needed.
He just said it, guys, tomorrow. He just put the emphasis on tomorrow. Tomorrow. You're getting your GDP numbers tomorrow. So he said, we're going to look at the data that comes out tomorrow very, very closely and very carefully. Tomorrow's going to be such an important day. You're getting the GDP numbers tomorrow. You're getting Apple and Amazon earnings tomorrow, guys. This is going to dictate whether this rally is going to continue higher. We're up to 401, 401.25 is the highs in the SPY. The gap fills 401.40. I think that's where we go. I mean, we basically went there already. I mean, 401.25, the gap fills 401.40. I mean, you're talking about splitting hairs. So we basically already filled that gap on the SPY. You basically already filled that gap, and I think you're gonna go maybe a little bit higher just for good measure.
So it could be higher, and my only mistake is that the natural rate of unemployment is higher. Of course, I would add that we don't know. We can never know where they start.
There it is, 401.35, 401.40. There it is, done. Gap filled. 401.40. There it is, gap filled. That's your next level of resistance.
And that would also, by the way, take pressure off inflation, because that gap is the gap between actual unemployment and the natural rate that really is relevant for the negative.
Recession is a broad-based decline. That is not what we have now. Basically, what Jerome Powell is saying is that there is a decline in economic activity, but it is not broad-based. There are declines in specific areas, but it is not broad-based. There are still many areas of the economy that remain strong, is what Jerome Powell is trying to say. We got about 40 minutes to go, guys, while the markets are still open here. I'm still long HKD. I'd say that the SPY has reached its level of resistance, maybe a little pullback off of the 401.40, maybe pull back to 399 or so. I would be a little surprised if we push to 402, 402.50. That would surprise me a bit. This was kind of the upward target that I had for the SPY. This 401, and we actually talked about this yesterday on the live stream, that I thought today could be a really big green day, where I even said on the live stream yesterday, tomorrow could be a day where we're up, the SPY is up to 2.2%. We're actually up 2.5 on the SPY. It's a very, very strong day today in the overall markets. That strength rolling over from the earnings from Microsoft and from Alphabet. And then now the Fed meeting. So far, the markets like what they have. So far, the markets like what they got. There was a very large, unbalanced amount of pessimism in the market. Everybody was expecting the sky to fall, and we didn't get it. Very, very plainly, you didn't get it. Microsoft, Alphabet, Chipotle, Visa, Texas Instruments, McDonald's, Coca-Cola. These earnings are nowhere near as bad as people expected them to be. Yes, you have some earnings that are terrible, Walmart, Snap, right? There's some that are terrible, but that falls right in line of what Jerome Powell is saying, right? Jerome Powell is saying, yes, there's weakening, there's softening, there's a slowdown in some areas, but then there's still a tremendous strength in others. Well, then that kind of makes sense then that you're getting this mixed bag of earnings of some companies are really, really terrible. Some companies are actually a lot better than people thought they were going to be. None of these earnings are like amazing, right? Like Alphabet and Microsoft, they actually missed on their earnings, but slightly. They were not large misses. Okay, they were not large misses. They were not as bad as everybody expected them to be. I still think you're going to get some pretty good volatility here, guys. I see there's a lot of people that are worried that they missed the bottom for their long-term portfolios, and I'll tell you guys this. I will tell you guys this. Wow, I just got a message from somebody directly that's part of True Trading Group that just hit their account just got to an all-time high. That's why I was just distracted there for a second. Sorry about that. Where was I? I lost my train of thought. Oh, about the bottom being in. So a lot of people are freaking out that they feel, oh, the bottom's in. I missed it. I've been on these live streams for the last 2 months. And I told you that I was adding in my long-term portfolio. For 2 months, I've been telling you this. I still have cash on the sideline. I'm not fully invested. I raised a lot of cash last year. At the end of the year, I took profits in my long-term in anticipation of this happening this year. About 50% of the cash that I raised is back into the market. And I'm not panicking chasing this move to the upside, because at the end of the day, you still have a slowing economy. You still have high inflation. I think you're going to get plenty more opportunities, guys, to invest in some really good high quality names at really good prices. Like you take a look at some of these prices, like Alphabet, Microsoft, AMD, Nvidia, Qualcomm. Like some of these companies are still at Snowflake, Salesforce. These are all companies that I love for the long term. Datadog, these are companies I love for the long term. They're still at really great prices. Stop trying to pick the exact bottom. I added in my long-term portfolio 2 separate days this year, May 10th and June 17th. And I've been very vocal about it on live streams. But the problem is when the markets go down, you watch other YouTube channels and you read other news headlines, and you think that the market crash we're gonna go down 80%. So you don't do anything. You don't buy. You just sit there and you do nothing. And then the markets move higher, and then now you feel like you missed the bottom, and now you don't know what to do. Now you're panicking. Now you feel like you missed it. This is why I try so hard, guys. And I do these live streams to try to just educate you guys and give you some insight into how I was taught and how I learned, and that was professionally at a hedge fund in New York. But still, you really need to start thinking about where you get your information from. You really, really do. These people that make money just by you clicking on and watching and giving them your eyeballs, they're gonna say the craziest thing. They're gonna say the craziest things just to get your attention, without giving you any real actionable information or advice or guidance. And that's a problem. That's not going to help you guys make better decisions for you and your family. It's not. That wraps up the press conference. Wow. We just blew right through that gap fill, guys. Here we go. 401.85 now, new high on the SPY. 401.85. Let's effing go. What a day. Tomorrow's going to be huge. There's 402. Woo! Could Meta ruin everything? I don't know. What do you guys think? You got Meta earnings after the bell. You think Meta's going to ruin everything? What do you guys think? Don't do it, Meta. Don't ruin everything. Don't ruin everything, Meta. Meta has taken back the losses that it incurred the last 2 days. The last 2 days, we've taken back the losses that stock had the last 2 days. Tomorrow's the bigger day. Tomorrow's a lot more important. Tomorrow is a lot more important, guys, because that's Apple and that is Amazon. So tomorrow's the bigger day than today's earnings with Meta. You know, Meta's not as important as Alphabet and Microsoft yesterday. Alphabet and Microsoft far more important than Meta, and then Apple and Amazon far more important than Meta as well. Yes, Dragos. Mikey, you're the best. 50% on my SPY calls. Great trade. Great trade. You know, Zach Parrish, I agree with you, man. The expectations are so low for Meta that it's possible that they could actually that the stock can actually move higher. Obviously, it depends on what the earnings are, but I just feel like Mark Zuckerberg just threw in the towel a couple of months ago and was just like, everything is going to be so bad going forward for a little while, and that it's actually going to be like the stage is set for them to actually surprise to the upside. The stage is set. $30 minutes, guys, until Meta earnings. 30 minutes until Meta earnings. 30 minutes until Meta earnings. $30 minutes until Meta earnings. There's your pullback on HKD. This is the support level I want to see hold. If we get back over 73, you have a chance of a reload. Stops around 68. Yes, way to go, Bo. Great job today, man. Bo just got flat, cashed up, ready for tomorrow. Let's do it. Milvest, TGD has taught me how to trade successfully. In addition, Mike and the other TG mods give me the extra confidence in the trades that I am able to identify myself. Thanks, TTG. My pleasure. Any thoughts on Qualcomm? Harpreet, I like Qualcomm. Qualcomm is one of the stocks that I recently added in my long-term portfolio. I like Qualcomm. Qualcomm is a very, very solid company. Mike, what's your target take profit on HKD after this pull down? I'm still long this, and I'm actually seeing if we squeeze in the after hours. I'm actually seeing if we squeeze in the after hours on HKD. My stop is underneath 68 on the last piece of my position. We're long from 56 and change. Hell yes, R. Hirsch, great job. Thanks, Mike, and the whole TG fam. Went long on NVIDIA in a big wedge. Then this good news came out, caught the whole move. Woo! Damn, so many of you made money in chat today. If you guys made money in chat today, sound off. I want to see it. Tell me how you did today. If you guys made money today, sound off. Tell me how you did. I want to see how you guys all did today. Sound off in chat. I want to hear it in the YouTube chat. In the YouTube chat. I want to see. Tell me, guys. I want to see it. Tell me how you did. Nice little 500 buckaroos from the Dragonette. I like that. 678 bucks for retirement. Only lost money on one trade. That was tied. Me too, Anorax. That was the only trade I lost money on today. Let's see. 3,000 for James. 3 for 3 while working and trading on my phone. Yes. 400 bucks for Chris Blackwood. 400 bucks for Casey. Way to go, Diane Fig. Monster day. 244% gain on SPY. $8,000 for Jared. Angels up 34%. Bald Eagles up 3,500 and climbing. Maggie made 300 bucks, only risking $20 at a time. That's incredible. 1,100 for TD. 2,500 for Justin on the HKD trade. Yes. Ravi, 72% gain on SPY calls. Jay, 53% gain on SPY calls. 3,200 for Pale Ale trading their own ideas. I love it. 23% on SPY calls for Kojak. Reynard, 72% gain. $1,000 for Gail. 800 for Janelle. $10,500 for Michael Todd on HKD. Woo! Incredible. Guys, who here is not a member of True Trading Group? Type the letters TTG. Do me a favor. Type the letters TTG if you are not a member of True Trading Group. If you're not a member, type TTG. Oof, big wage is up $18,000 this month. That's huge. Type the letter. I just want to see if you're not a member. Guys, sound off in chat. Type the letters TTG. If you are not a member, I want to see who we have here on the live. That's not part of the family. Let's see if we got Johnny, Nate, Vidas, Tom, Sat, Festus, Elijah, Kate, Ninoy, AB, Noble N, Jorge Acevedo, Craig the Texan, Jay Tion, Patrick Joseph, Ignis, Sinister Sounds, Adam Lucchese, but says I'm saving up, be part of the fam soon. I'm looking forward to it, Adam. We got Greg, Kitten Caboodles. You're up there. One of my favorite YouTube names. You've just taken one of the top spots. Brandon Clay, first time watcher. Brandon, welcome. Subscribe to the channel, brother. We do this 6 days a week. Jorge, Don Gonzo, Devon, Robert Henderson. A lot of new TTG. A lot of new faces here. I love it, guys. Darren McCormick. We have a lot of new faces here, guys. Julia Crowley. Storybook of Madison says, Mike, I finally became TTG certified after being a lifetime member for over 2 years. What do you recommend me to practice now besides trading on the simulator? By the way, I made 108 bucks on HKD today. Thank you, Mike. Great job, Storybook. My advice is to stay on that simulator. Prove to yourself that you can be profitable consistently before you start trading again with real money. Everyone that just typed TTG, listen up, everybody. Listen, everyone you saw making money with TTG, there is no secret. These people are not any different from you. Alice, Taylor, Ryan Levins, Oblivia Z, all the people that you see typing in True Trading Group, there's nothing different about you and them. Like I said, they found True Trading Group the exact same way that you all did, and that's on one of these live streams. Yet now here they are telling you that they're making money and they're becoming better traders. I'm telling you guys, if they can do it, so can you. They have all the same excuses. Full-time job, no experience, lost money in the markets before, small accounts. But yet here they are now telling you they're making money and becoming better traders. There's the bounce in HKD that I was looking for. Yes, David Phillips. Thank you, Mike and TGD. I just played my first options trade today and I made $1,500. Hell yeah. Jan G goes, I've learned so much here after losing on my own. That's what I'm saying, guys. You don't have to go about this alone. You don't have to go about this alone. You have myself and 8 other professional traders that can do a lot of the heavy lifting for you and guide you through this chaos. And by chaos, I mean opportunity. Guys, you might have an opportunity there to reload on that HKD position. I said back over 73 for the potential reload with the stop under 68. And you got that really nice recovery there on HKD. I was kind of in the middle of talking there while we just made that move back over 73. So I did not reload on that position. But I don't know if anybody did. That stock's now trading back up towards 76. I'm still long this to see if I get an extension after hours. I'm looking to see if we can extend higher after hours. Otherwise, my stop loss is down there underneath 68. Again, we are long from 56 and change. Robert Henderson, Mike, I'm a single father. I have 4 kids. I can't afford the $1,900 for a membership. I finally saved the $1,100. Is there nothing that can be done? Robert, man, hold on a minute. Our Hirsch goes, just do it, Uncle Mike. Bald Eagle says, Mike, I'll pay the difference for him. You guys are incredible. These are members of True Trading. Look at members of True Trading Group that are, Robert, you're not even a member yet, and the TC fam has your back like that. That's incredible. Jared says, same here. Bo says, give him the recession discount after he proves he has kids. Nah, I take his word for it. This is why we're a family. Honestly, this is why we're a family. You see members of True Trading Group that are actually coming to the last unicorn says, I can help as well. All TTG will pitch in for $1 each. This is nuts. Just do it. He can pay the difference later. Beard Discipline says, I'm down to help. Skippy Jr. says, I'll go in for him as well. Mary Merv says, I'll help. Zook says, I'll throw in. This is nuts. Wow. I'm honestly speechless. Julia, I'm a single parent with a 2-year-old. I have enough for the sale price, but short for $1,900. I don't even need a laptop. Oh, man. BC says, I got him. The Hope says, I will help. Everyone throws in $1. This is what TGD is all about. I'm in too. I'm in. This is nuts. We will cover it for him. Pablo says, I'll pay. This is, I got to tell you guys, I'm absolutely, I'm absolutely speechless. I don't need a laptop either. How do we help? Count me in. I'll help. We're there for him. Let's do this. This is insane. Adam, are you?
Hey,
I don't even know what to say.
that's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
I wasn't expecting this at all.
No way, man. That reaction from everyone right now is insane. That is insane.
You created it, Mike, just following your passion. We all created it, Dave. We all created it. On it. True Trading Group is nothing without you guys.
And you know that guy, I forget what was the guy's name with the kids?
Robert.
Funny story. My brother's on here as well. So TTG Brett is my brother. Crazy story. Make it real quick. Our father's name is Robert, and we're the oldest. I'm the oldest of four, and Brett's the youngest of four. And our dad was a single parent.
Yeah.
Yeah, give him the deal.
Yeah.
Give him the deal.
I'm actually completely blown away by how many true training group members do not know, Robert, who you even are.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't even matter.
I'm just completely blown away. I'm Adam. I'm down, man.
Yeah,
I'm down.
I'm even gonna. I mean, there's a lot of people, a lot of new people on this stream, and this week has been huge, right?
It's a huge week. It's a huge week.
Man, that guy. That is the response that just happened is
Soccer mom, I love you. She goes, I'm not crying. You're crying.
that is insane, man. Man, this is no. You know what, man? We're gonna do it, and Mike, like I know that you're gonna say yes, of course, but like you and I are gonna buy we don't have any more laptops, but you and I are gonna buy them.
Honestly, it's okay.
I'm good with it.
I just absolutely destroyed HKD.
Yeah,
So-
we'll do 10. We'll do.
I'm
So
fine
here's
with buying some
So,
laptops.
Mike, let's do 20 of them till midnight tonight.
All right. I was thinking, all right. I mean, 20, maybe that's a
No,
lot.
just do it. Just do it.
I don't know if I
man.
want to buy
Do it.
20 of them.
No, let's just. That guy really like moved the crap out of me just now. Yeah, let's. I mean, we don't have any more left, but we will buy them. Let's do 20 of them. That's amazing, dude. Everyone's reaction is insane.
Yeah, the fact that members of True Trading Group are willing to pay the difference.
That is, I mean, you got to think about what a testament
Yeah,
that is.
you know what it is. You know what it is. It's that members are seeing the positive impact that it's having on their lives, and they realize the positive impact they can have on others, and they want to help. And that's really where True Trading Group came
My
from.
my brother just sent me a text. He's like, "That's the coolest shit I've ever seen you do."
Yeah, that is. It actually is.
Sorry
That
for
actually
cursing.
That actually is really. You know what? Yeah, man. Let's do it.
All
Let's
right,
do it.
done. 20 till midnight tonight. But then we really do need to move it.
I know, guys. I don't want to keep. I don't want to keep.
But we'll do 20 till
I got a
midnight.
soft spot. If you got,
tonight.
I'm a mush. I got a
That
big
was wild. Oh, yo, Bill. Bill, you know, our friend Bill is on the live stream as well, and he goes, "Love this."
nice.
Oh my god.
My
That is
bill,
so cool.
my bill, or your bill?
Your Bill.
My bill's on here.
Yeah.
Oh, Bill, what's up, man? Bill, actually, I'm Bill's best man.
I might be married.
Very excited about this.
Anyways, all right, that's awesome. So you'll take it from here, but yeah,
Yeah,
we got it. We'll extend the sale another night. That is wild, man. You guys. Oh god, look at Jimmy. Single dad of 3 boys. Adam and TTG help me get more time with my boys. It's what they do. I'm not surprised.
Jimmy, you're the king, brother. I love you, man.
Man,
I'm all like, I don't know.
I got goosebumps, dude.
Yeah, I'm very touched right now.
This is kind of wild,
I'm
actually.
very touched. I gotta tell you guys, I love you guys so much, man. I mean,
It's wild. Damn.
Cheech goes, I'm not even a member on here, and I'm crying.
Yeah, I'm blown away, actually.
I'm blown away. Guys, listen. You know, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. All right. So here's the deal. All right. So
All right,
Robert,
I gotta change the checkout page.
yeah,
for a
go
second.
change
For
it.
a second while I change that.
Yeah, great. Let me know. Let me know when you fixed it, because we got Meta earnings coming out in 15 minutes. So I want to make sure that we're focused for that. And I'm also still long this HKD, which we're trying to see if there is room for another breakout and another extension after hours. If this thing gets over 80, I think this thing has a chance to go at least another $10 up to 90 after hours. I like how volume started picking up again on this climb back. I told you guys that back up over 73 was possibly a good area for a reload. Stock's already trading up at 77. That's already $4 of upside, but you wouldn't be in that for $4. You'd be in that for 14. If you get through 80, then that squeeze will continue. And I think it's possible that HKD could squeeze into the after hours session. I think the bell could ring. And you can just, you can get a candle that looks like that and it just woof right up through $80. I do think that's possible, guys, going into the close. All right, Adam just said he fixed it. All right, so guys, so listen, so here's the deal. Robert, you asked, and the THD fam delivered, and the THD fam made Adam and I's decision for us. The membership to True Trading Group, it's normally $2,212, but over the weekend we were running a sale for a 50% discount because this was going to be such a huge week, right? Like this was going to be such a huge week for us that we ran a 50% off sale, but it was going to be for this week only. All right. We were supposed to get rid of that, and the price was supposed to go up here the other night, but Robert, you asked, and we are delivering. So here's what we are going to do. We're going to do this for the next 20 people. Okay. I'm going to extend this discount for one more day for Robert and for anybody else that wants access to the THC platform and wants to join our community for a 50% discount. Okay. All you need to do is go to ttgoffer.com and enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code, and then it'll bring down the 50% discount. It drops the price to just $1,100 for the entire year. And the next 20 people to sign up will get a free laptop with their membership. The laptop is free. Use it to trade with, use it for work, give it to your kids for school, sell it on eBay for all I care. It's a free laptop. That's going to be for anyone, the next 20 people that join the family. It's free. We ship anywhere in the world. As long as you're on planet Earth, we'll get you that free laptop. You do not have to enter your address when you sign up. After you join, you'll get a welcome email from us that will include instructions on how to claim the free laptop. Okay. So again, it's going to either be an Asus, an Acer, an HP, Dell, or Lenovo laptop. Adam and I are going to buy them. We do not have any more. We ran out of the ones that we get from our wholesaler because we have relationship with wholesalers. We get a discount pricing on them when we buy them in bulk. We ran out of them yesterday. We were not able to get more today, but I had a monster day today on HKD. HKD is a huge win. Adam and I are pretty moved by True Trading Group members, the way that you guys just reacted to Robert's question. I'm actually very moved by all of you. And I want to just say I appreciate all of you because you are what makes True Trading Group, and you are what makes this family a family, and why, we're coming up on almost 10,000 members now of True Trading Group. And you can see the closeness that we all share with each other is just nothing short of incredible. And you guys really did move me. And I just got to say, I love you guys. And it's just incredible. So Adam and I are going to buy 20 laptops at retail, which I don't care. If it helps you guys, if it gives you something to trade with, if it gives you an incentive to join the platform and get a positive impact and help change your lives for the better, like it's doing for so many other True Trading Group members. I have no problem doing it. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com and enter the code TTG121. You'll get the 50% discount and a brand new laptop if you're one of the first 20 people. As long as you see a laptop inside your checkout cart, that's how you know that you're going to be getting one of the free laptops. Everything that you get is on the checkout page. All of our courses, all of our tools, all the trade alerts from myself and the 8 other professional traders. We have a collective win rate of just under 80%, and you will get all this for just $1,100. You're never charged another dollar for courses or tools. There are no upsells for courses and tools. Everything that we have is included with the $1,100. Do me a favor, Joe, post up our syllabus. Post up our syllabus in chat. We're going to post a link right now inside the chat, guys. So if you want to see all the courses you're going to get access to, just click on the link that we're going to post in chat. It's our entire syllabus. It's a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned when I worked at the fund in New York. All right. All the courses are available 24/7, 365. They're all done at your own time. You're going to get Benzinga's real-time news feed. You're going to get full book level 2, dark pool data, unusual options activity, insider buying, short interest, all of it. It's all included with your membership price for just the $1,100. Go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121, and then click apply code and just check out. You'll get the $1,100 price point, and the next 20 people get a free laptop. There it is. Wow, Robert. Guys, welcome, Robert. Robert, welcome to the family. I feel like I want to give you a hug. Come here, Robert. Come here. I want to give you a hug, man. I'm so happy to have you part of the family. TTG members, guys, welcome Robert, the newest member of the team, the newest member of the family. Just so incredible. I'm just so moved by this. Everybody, welcome Robert to the TTG family. That was quick. That was quick. Robert, welcome, man. Just absolutely welcome. So there's now just 19 laptops left. Okay, that's 19 laptops left now. Okay, so you guys can just go to ttgoffer.com, use the code TTG121. That gives you the 50% discount, and that makes sure that you get the free laptop. Again, as long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you know that you are getting one. Everybody, welcome Darren. Darren's the newest member of the group. 18 spots left now. Everybody, welcome Darren, newest member of the TTG family. Darren, welcome to the family. Guys, HKD is climbing back up to the high of the day. Watch that to get through $80. We have 7 minutes to go, and I'm looking to see if HKD can get through $80 and squeeze in the after hours session. Okay, looking to see if HKD can squeeze into the after hours session. If you reloaded on that pullback, like we were talking about, a take profit target would be right here in front of 80, and then your next take profit would be over 80. That's for HKD. Last but not least, if you guys also join True Trading Group, you will be getting a double your money back guarantee. Okay, everyone that joins gets double your money back guarantee. This is how we hold ourselves accountable, and this is how we protect you. All right. The deal is, it's very simple. You have 12 months. Okay. Go through our courses, pass our quizzes, attend one study group. If you still do not make your $1,100 membership fee back at least once, we will give you $2,200 in return. That is double your money back. You'll pay $1,100. If you do not make $1,100, we will give you $2,200. That is the deal when you join True Trading Group. That is how confident we are in our ability to help you become successful. If you have questions about the membership, do not hesitate. Send a text message right now to 786-505-4047. Again, that's 786-505-4047. Nathan, welcome to the family, but you just overpaid. Nathan just joined, but you did not enter the coupon code. So Nathan, you just paid over $1,900. You got to enter the coupon code. All right, so we'll get that taken care of, Nathan. We'll refund you the difference. We'll fix that. This offer is also open to all we just refunded you, Nathan, actually. Wow, we just did that quickly. You're welcome. So we just refunded you the difference to give you the 50% discount. Nathan, welcome to the family. That means there are now just 17 laptops remaining, 17 left. This is also open to all current trial members, all past trial members, and all past members. If you guys are previous trials, or previous members, do not go to ttgoffer.com. If you want this $1,100 price point, go send a text message right now to 786-505-4047. The number's at the bottom of your screen. Do not call that phone number. It is a text message only phone number. We will not be able to answer if you call. Okay? Guys, that double your money back guarantee is there, but chances are you're not going to need it. Our track record speaks for itself. And although I cannot guarantee your success, what I can share with you is that since 2016, our refund rate is a mere 2.5%. Yes, we've only had to refund 2.5% of our members since 2016. I can also share with you that our retention rate is 78%. Would you send the laptop to the UK? Asks LG. Yes, we send laptops anywhere in the world. We've sent laptops to Africa, to India, to Russia. We've sent laptops to Japan, to the Philippines, to Mexico, to Canada, to Spain, to Italy, to the Netherlands. We will, as long as you are on planet Earth, we will send you that free laptop. Okay, like I was saying about our retention rate, 78% of our members are choosing to either renew their annual membership or upgrade to become a lifetime member of True Trading Group. Based on, we're also 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 1,650 reviews. Based on what members tell us, their reviews, our retention rate, and our refund rate, I can confidently say that TTG has worked for many people. And if you can put forth some effort, there's a very good chance that it could work for you. Okay, very good chance that this could also work for you guys. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com and enter the coupon code TTG121. All right. Thanks. How long does this membership last for? LG, it lasts for 1 year. Okay, the membership is for 1 full year. And then you are grandfathered in at that price for your renewal. So let's say next year our membership is $2,500. You won't pay $2,500 to renew. If you paid $1,100 now and you took advantage of this deal, if you paid $1,100 right now, when the membership renews a year from now, you will only pay $1,100. Now that's important because 78% of our members are renewing their membership. Okay, so that's very important that you guys are locking yourself in at that $1,100 price point. So you're getting a 50% discount today. By the time you renew your membership next year, you're getting an even bigger discount. Ocean, welcome to the TTG family. Ocean, welcome to the TTG family. Now just 16 laptops left. So Adam and I are buying 20 laptops. We had 20 before we started. Now that we're down to 16. Okay. Adam and I are buying laptops for the next 16 people that join True Trading Group. This offer is good until midnight tonight. And then, guys, we're not going to buy the laptops again, and the price will go up. The price was actually going higher today. But, Robert, this one's for you. Everybody can thank Robert. And, honestly, you can thank TTG members for their amazing support, and everything. All right, guys, let's get ready for Meta earnings. Meta earnings coming up here in about 45 seconds. We are also still long. We are still also long HKD. Remember, we're looking for HKD to give us a squeeze, okay, after hours. So we're watching for HKD to see if HKD can get over $80 after hours. And then we're watching Meta for Meta's earnings. So here we go. We are a couple of moments away from Meta's earnings. They should be right after the close. And I'll walk you guys through the Meta earnings right here live on the TTG YouTube channel. All right, guys, there's the bell. We're closed. All right, there's the bell. We are closed. Now we sit here and we await Meta. What is it going to be? Get my volume up a little bit. You also have Qualcomm earnings today as well. And then you also have Ford earnings as well. Just waiting on Meta earnings, guys. Qualcomm is trading lower. So Qualcomm's got earnings, so does Ford. Ford is not out yet, neither is Meta. Ford and Meta are not out yet. Qualcomm, though, trading lower, guys, on the back of their release. Remember, I'm still long HKD to see if we can squeeze through $80 after the close. Qualcomm really whipping around. Guys, I'm just watching HKD right now. There's very little volume on HKD after hours. So very little volume on HKD so far after hours. I'm just looking to see if that gives you a squeeze through 80 while we sit here and await Meta earnings. Meta earnings are not out yet. Patiently waiting. So their gross margin is lower than expected for Qualcomm, and that's why that stock traded lower right off of its print. They issued a weak fourth quarter revenue and earnings per share outlook, so they did move lower. They beat revenue. So Qualcomm beat revenue. They also beat earnings per share. But the problem with what Qualcomm said was that Q4, they are revising it lower. So a weak revenue and weak earnings per share outlook for the rest of the year for Qualcomm. And that's why Qualcomm is giving you a move to the downside there after that earnings release. So that's why Qualcomm is moving to the downside, revising revenue lower, revising earnings per share lower, and that is Qualcomm. Everybody welcome William. William's the newest member of the TGD family. There are now just 15 of those laptops left. Just 15 laptops left, guys. That's it. Go to ttgoffer.com. Enter the code TTG121. That'll get you the 50% discount, the double your money back guarantee. And the free laptop for the next 15 people. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com and then enter the coupon code TTG121, and you guys will get the 50% discount, the free laptop. As long as you see a laptop in the checkout cart. So when you go to the checkout page, when you go to ttgoffer.com, if there's a laptop in the cart, that's how you know you're one of the 15. And the price goes up at midnight tonight, guys. We can't keep extending the sale. We're doing this for Robert, the TGD fam. You spoke. Adam and I are more than happy to extend it. But we gotta move on from it, guys. We gotta move on from it. There's Meta. There's Meta. So Meta trading to the downside, 161, 162. Meta. Let's see what the actual numbers for Meta are. Meta just coming out. Algo's actually reacting to it first before anything else. That's a big drop for Meta. You just cracked 1.6. Oof. Meta just gave back the entire day. Say it ain't so, Meta. So Qualcomm revised guidance lower, right? Qualcomm revised guidance lower. Trying to stabilize 164s, 165s. So they missed on earnings per share and they missed on sales. Daily active users are up 3% year over year. Daily active users up 3% year over year, 1.97 billion daily active. That is insane. Think about that for a second. 2 billion people use Facebook every day. That's actually pretty crazy. They missed on earnings per share. They did miss on sales. Sales is a minute miss. Expected 28.97 billion, came in at 28.82 billion. Okay, so Meta revised Q3 revenue down, guys. That's a big revision down. Expectation was 30.5 billion. Meta revising earning revenue for Q3 to 26 to 28 billion. Okay, Ford with a beat. Ford with a beat. Earnings per share beat 68 cents versus 45 cents. Revenue beat, sales beat 40.2 billion. Expectation was 34 billion. That's a strong beat for Ford. That is a strong beat for Ford. You should have saw that coming, guys. General Motors told you that they still had very strong demand for their vehicles. Now here you go. Very strong demand still for Ford. Ford with a move higher there. That's a beat on Ford. Meta did say in the second quarter, ad impressions delivered across their family of apps increased 15% year over year, and the average price per ad went down 14% year over year. Meta's earnings, not great, guys. That's a nasty revision to the downside on Meta. Meta kind of spoiling the party a little bit here today. That is seeing the overall markets pull back a bit. The NASDAQ pulling back, the SPY pulling back away off of those highs. Meta spoiling the party. Qualcomm spoiling the party. Earnings revisions to the downside. This is the mixed bag. Okay, this is the mixed bag that we've been talking about. Some companies' earnings bad, some companies' earnings not as bad. And I'm actually surprised in Qualcomm. I thought Qualcomm was going to give us a better result. I thought Qualcomm gives us a better result. That's a weak result there for Qualcomm. Strong result there for Ford. It's all about the guidance, guys. That's all people care about right now. The only thing that people care about right now is the guidance. Hector. Guys, everybody welcome Hector. Hector, welcome to the family. There's now just 14 of those laptops left. 14 laptops left. Hector, welcome to the family. Guys, this will be the last night. No more stories, guys. All right. I'm happy to extend the sale tonight, but we have to move on from it tomorrow. This will be the last night. All right. So Hector, welcome. 14 laptops now remain. All right. Adam and I will buy 14 more laptops. Remember, you'll know you're getting one of the laptops, okay, as long as you see a laptop inside your checkout cart. Remember, guys, this offer is available to trial members. It's also available to previous trial members and previous full-time members. If you guys want access to the teaching platform at the $1,100 price point with the free laptop here for this evening, you must send a text message to 786-505-4047. Don Gonzo, what type of laptops are you giving away? We're giving away free ones. Now, it's going to be either an Acer, HP, Dell, or Lenovo, or Asus. Those are the type of laptops that we will be getting for the people that join True Trading Group. But it's totally free. So it's going to be an Asus, Acer, HP, Dell, or Lenovo. Use it to trade with. Use it for work. Give it to your kid for school. Whatever you guys want. Teladoc is getting crushed. Teladoc is getting crushed. My goodness. A huge miss on earnings per share. A huge miss on earnings per share for Teladoc, even though they beat on sales. Even though they beat on sales, a huge miss on earnings per share for Teladoc. Teladoc just getting slaughtered. God, I do not like that company. Lam Research, that's what I was waiting for. Lam Research beats on earnings per share, beats on sales. Talk to me about guidance, Lam. Talk to me about guidance. Lam, another semiconductor. This can balance out Qualcomm. Qualcomm is a huge semiconductor. Lam Research is also a huge semiconductor. Trading higher, 10 points higher now on Lam Research on the back of this earnings release for LRCX. That's Lam Research. Yes, way to go. Hillbilly Rose goes, thank you for Ford. Picked up some in the long term because of you guys. I like Ford long term, folks. Everybody forgets that Ford and GM, those will be electric vehicle plays. Do not sleep on the electric vehicles of Ford and General Motors. The advantage that they have, is very strong cash flow. Okay, it's extremely expensive. Okay, it is extremely expensive to operate a electric vehicle company. We learned that through Tesla, which almost went bankrupt twice. Okay, which went bankrupt twice. So these companies like LI, you saw LI actually announced a $2 billion offering and the stock went down, right? The stock went down. LI, right? Look what LI did the last couple of days because they announced an offering because it's extremely cash intensive to operate, okay? It's extremely cash intensive to operate an electric vehicle company. So when you have a company like Ford and General Motors that have immense cash flow and billions of dollars in sales, they can self-fund those operations without having to dilute shareholders. John Boburn says, where are you getting your live earnings from? John, I'm getting my live earnings from the Benzinga Pro newsfeed. It is free with your membership to True Trading Group. You can actually get real-time news alerts, real-time earnings updates from the Benzinga Pro newsfeed. If you go to Benzinga directly, it'll cost you over $1,000 a year. But when you join True Trading Group, which you can do so for just $1,100 here this evening for the entire year, you get it for free, as well as everything else that's on the teaching platform. Peter Parker goes, I have arrived. I'm killing it at work. I closed Tesla options earlier for a 70% gain. Stress-free day with TTG. I love it. I love it. A beautiful move there on Ford. Nice strong move on Lam Research. Weakness on Qualcomm, weakness on Meta on the back of their guidance. Meta's recovered a little bit. Will be nice to see what happens on the conference call. Will be nice to see what Mark Zuckerberg says on the conference call for Meta. Meta's trying to recover there, bouncing off of 159. But bad guidance for Meta, bad guidance for Qualcomm, and that's why those stocks are trading significantly lower. ServiceNow moving lower. So, guys, if you're just joining us, we are going over. Hey, Mike, is Apple and Amazon earnings tomorrow big enough to bring the market down if they both miss with lower guidance? Absolutely, it is. So, Notorious TTG asks, is Apple and Amazon's earnings big enough to bring the whole market down tomorrow? Absolutely. If Apple and Amazon remove their guidance and move guidance lower, much lower than what was initially expected and anticipated, that absolutely can bring the markets lower, yes. Absolutely. That's why tomorrow is so important, guys. I know I keep saying how important all these days are, but this entire week is extremely important. The whole week is important, okay? The whole week is important. Tomorrow, you're going to get GDP numbers to find out are we or are we not already in a recession. And then after the close, you get Apple and Amazon earnings. Apple and Amazon's earnings, if they revise guidance lower significantly, you absolutely could have a situation where the markets move lower tomorrow and today's move higher is evaporated. Being in chat or on our mobile app tomorrow is going to be extremely important. You thought today was crazy. Tomorrow is going to be even crazier. Apple is the biggest company in the U.S. stock market. If Apple has a significant move to the downside, it will pull the entire S&P and NASDAQ down with it. So I cannot stress to you guys enough the importance of being in chat tomorrow, or if you can't be in chat in front of your computer, just use the mobile app. Remember, our mobile app, it's free. It lets you guys stay connected to our chat, see the screens. We give you guys all of our alerts in real time with push notifications. I told you last night to be in chat and to get on the app. Today, we will be very active and we're going to be making money. And guess what happened today? A monster day thanks to HKD for me. Monster day on SPY calls for some other members. I mean, guys, it's a huge day in chat today. If you were not part of or not, on the app or in chat today, you guys missed out on some huge opportunities today. TC members, congrats, because you guys really, you all have a serious advantage for being part of True Trading Group. So congratulations, all my members of True Trading Group. Harold, what's up? Welcome to the family. 13 spots left. 13 spots left. Harold, welcome to the family. 13 spots left. That's it, guys. 13 laptops remain. Remember, as long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart when you go to ttgoffer.com, that is how you will know you are getting one of the laptops. I agree with you, Jared. Jared, I agree with you. It seems as though social media companies are losing revenue to TikTok, while companies like Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, etc., are giving better than expected earnings. Seeing it unfold is kind of crazy. Thoughts? I don't think it's crazy at all, Jared. I actually think I agree with you. I think it makes total sense. All these social media companies are having to compete with TikTok. My niece, who's just in the other room, would gladly tell you that TikTok is where it's at. If you're not on TikTok, you're not cool. Right, Ava? But I think that's a major issue for a lot of these social media companies. There's a new kid on the block. There's a new kid on the block. And TikTok is a problem for Snap. It's the biggest problem, I think, is for Snap. Snap was always the app that was kind of attracting the younger user base. You know, and yeah, it's a problem for Facebook for them to not, you know, they're having a hard time, you know, acquiring the younger audience and the younger user. But, you know, Facebook has the 30, 40, 50, 60-year-olds on their platform as well. Snap does not. Snap does not have the 40, 50, 60-year-old user. They are the teens into your 20s user. And that is that's the highest demographic for TikTok. But not even TikTok is getting into the 30-year-old demographic in a major way. So, you know, it is definitely an issue there for some of these social media companies. But these other companies, the companies that are bigger, more important parts of the economy and more importantly, the stock market, like Apple and Microsoft and Amazon. Well, we haven't gotten Apple and Amazon yet, but according to Alphabet and Microsoft, earnings were nowhere near as bad as Snap's. And even Meta is actually recovering now after that initial sell-off. I mean, we almost just did a complete round trip. We almost just took back all. You almost just took back all of that move lower. You almost just took it all back. So tomorrow is going to be big, folks. Tomorrow is going to be big. GDP data is tomorrow morning. I think 8:30 it comes out. Right around 8:30. There's really no volume here on this HKD, guys. So I'll probably be exiting my last piece of profit off on this trade soon. I'll probably exit it soon. There's no volume here. You know, we're long from around 56. We took a bunch of profit up there, 70s, 77. Cat Zoo, welcome to the family. Guys, there's now just 12 of those laptops left. That's it. Today's the last day. No more laptops, and the price is going to be going up. I'm happy to extend it for one more day here. Robert, I'm glad you joined. I'm glad we can help you. Single dad, you know, I'm happy to have you part of the team, Robert. But guys, I mean, this will be the last day. This will be the last day that we do that. So the price will go up at midnight. Again, go to ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. Only 12 of those laptops left. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you guys know that you're going to be getting one. Ford continuing to just beast mode. Ford beasting. Great move on Ford. Big move on Ford, guys. Somebody asked me, how do you explain the recovery in Meta? Honestly, their earnings aren't good. How do I explain the recovery in Meta? Honestly, it could be, and it really could be just a situation here of the bigger picture. You know, today's a risk-on day. Today is clearly a risk-on day. Okay. You saw that in cryptocurrency. Bitcoin, which is a huge risk asset, had a big move higher today. Ethereum, big move higher today. You know, the NASDAQ, a bunch of tech companies, big moves higher today. Today was just a risk-on day. And I just think that maybe people are just confident to start buying. Is really just what I think why the stock's recovering. You got to see what happens during the conference call. The conference call is going to be a big tell for them. The conference call will be a big tell for them. What's my best guess for tomorrow? Man, it's a lot might depend on these GDP numbers tomorrow morning, guys. How do you get the laptop? You guys, you do not need to enter your address when you sign up. You don't need to enter your address to get the laptop, okay? When you sign up to True Trading Group, you will get a welcome email that has instructions on how to claim a free laptop. Etsy, nice move to the upside. Get your butts in chat, guys. Everyone's asking me like, hey, what about tomorrow? What about this is a fluid situation. This is a rapidly changing environment. based on all of this information. Honestly, like the situation for tomorrow is going to be very fluid because you have GDP numbers, but you also have Apple and Amazon earnings. Like, I don't know what those things are going to be. I'm not going to try to, predict what all of those catalysts are going to be. I'm going to say, okay, well, this is the game plan. If the GDP numbers are this, or if Amazon and Apple's earnings are that, this is what I think happens, and that's how I'm going to position myself. I'm not trying to position myself ahead of it going into it. I'm not. I think that would be a very dangerous thing to try to do. Etsy is on fire. Go, Etsy, go. Lots of moves here after hours, guys. Teladoc, Meta, Etsy, Ford, Best Buy is suspending buybacks. Not really too much action there on Best Buy, but suspending buybacks. Still watching HKD to see if we get any type of a move. How many hours are left before the GDP number? The GDP number will be tomorrow morning around 8:30. You have plenty of time before the GDP number comes out. Etsy's earnings were actually really good. They beat earnings per share in a huge way. I mean, the earnings per share were 51 cents as the expectation was 34 cents, but their sales were 585 million. The estimate was 557. That's a huge beat on sales. Their guidance for Q3, they gave a range, but the estimate fits inside the range, and that's why the stock is probably still reacting well. The estimate for Q3 is 570 million. They are giving Q3 guidance for 540 million up to 575 million. That's a pretty wide range, but the estimate falls inside of that range. And factoring in how they just beat their estimates this past quarter by so much, the expectation is that they will come in line at the top end of that range, which falls right in line with the 570 million expectation, which has taken the stock significantly higher. That's Etsy. Guys, I'm going to be in chat covering this with all of my members. Okay, I'm going to be in chat covering this with all of my members tomorrow morning. You got to ask, where are you going to be tomorrow? Tomorrow, we're going to find out, are we in a recession? Yes or no? Tomorrow, we're going to get earnings from Apple and Amazon. You got to figure, where are you guys going to be when all of these things start to unfold tomorrow? I'll be in chat with all my members. How many people are on the live stream? We got about 1,400 people that are on the live still. How many of you are not members of TTG? Type the letters TTG if you're not a member of True Trading Group. If you're not a member, type TTG in chat right now. Just type the letters TTG if you're not a member. Don't be shy, folks. Type the letters TTG. I just want to see who we have on the live here that's still not a member of the TTG fam. Skeel Ratha, IMAD, Exilo, Twisted Merm, LG, Alila. All right, guys, good. So we got a lot of new faces that are still here. A lot of non-members that are on the fam here, that are on the live stream here. Godson, Sniffer. Nice. Way to go, Wizard. Mike, awesome day. Thanks for everything. Killed it today. Spy HKD. Hell yes. Great job, Wizard. Congrats, man. Big day today. Really big day. Milano Games, welcome. So we still have a lot of new faces here that are not members of the TTG fam. Guys, listen, what I'll do here real quick before we wrap things up, Joseph, Fazingo, what's up? Everyone that's not a member, hold on, guys. Guys, listen again. So everyone that's not a member of True Trading Group here, everyone that's not a member of True Trading Group here, just remember, okay, that we are extending this sale one more night. We had a nice touching moment here earlier today. Somebody was asking if we could extend the sale, and TTG members kind of came to their aid in just tremendous fashion. I want to open things up for a Q&A real quick after this, but I want to remind everyone how to sign up for the TTG platform, since this is the last night that we're going to offer this deal. So there is the membership with your training group. It's normally $2,212. Right now we're running a 50% discount sale, which brings the price down to just $1,100. Okay. All right. And you can go to ttgoffer.com and then enter the coupon code TTG121 coupon code in order for you guys to claim the 50% discount. And the next, I think it's, what are we down to 12? I think we have left. I think we're down to like 12 people for the laptop. So there's 12 laptops available. We were not able to get any more from our wholesaler, but Adam and I are purchasing 12 laptops. We had 20 when we started the live stream. We are now down to 12. All right, we are now down to 12. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com and use the coupon code TTG121, click apply code, and you'll get the 50% off and the free laptop. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that is how you know that you are going to be getting one of the free 12 laptops. All right, that is how you know you're getting one of the free laptops. If you are a current trial, a previous trial, or a previous member, or if you have any questions about the membership, you send a text message to the number at the bottom of your screen. That's 786-505-4047. That is 786-505-4047. Send a text message to that number at the bottom of your screen. There's also a double your money back guarantee, guys, with the membership as well. Don't forget that. It's very simple. You have 12 months. Go through our courses, quizzes, attend the study group. If you do not make back the $1,100 at least one time, okay, I will give you guys double your money back. That is $2,200 in return. That is the deal that I'm making with all of you. When you join True Trading Group, we are in business together. You put up $1,100, I'll put up $1,100. If you make it back, I'm going to keep your $1,100. If you don't, I'm going to give you yours back, and you're going to keep mine. That's the deal. Our results speak for themselves. We have a refund rate of just about 2.5%, a retention rate of 78%, and over 1,650 reviews on Trustpilot. We are 5-star rated. Go read them. Go read them. All right. Again, guys, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. You get the entire curriculum, all of our courses, which is a simplified yet expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. And you will also get access to all of the tools that are on our platform. True Trading Group is a platform. We spent years building relationships with some of the top fintech companies out there. We offer their products on our platform for free, included in your $1,100 price point. These are tools that professional traders use that give them information to make better decisions. That is how we level the playing field for you, the retail trader. Give you access to the education and tools that successful traders use so that we can increase your chances of success. Andre, welcome. We have just 11 laptops left. Everybody welcome Andre, newest member of the TTG family. Everybody welcome Andre. There are now just 11 laptops left. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you know you're getting one. You do not have to enter your address. Just when you sign up, you'll get a welcome email with instructions on how to claim that free laptop. I'm going to open things up to a quick Q&A, let you guys ask me some questions. We just had a bunch of earnings come out. We had a wild day today from the Fed. I'll give you guys a chance to ask me some questions about some of the stuff we talked about, and I'm going to wrap this up for this evening and get ourselves ready for tomorrow. What comes out tomorrow, Mike, that could impact the market besides earnings? Star-Lord, you've been on this live stream the whole time. I've seen you commenting. GDP numbers are tomorrow morning at 8:30 in the morning. That's going to confirm whether or not we are in a recession already. Okay? That's going to be an important number that comes out there in the morning. Then you're also going to have, I believe, let me just actually double check this. Let's see, I'm pretty sure. Trying to check to see. I think we may be getting, nope, the 29th. Okay, PCE, that's going to be the 29th. So not tomorrow. So you're going to get inflation numbers. Okay, you're going to get inflation numbers on Friday. Friday will be the core PCE number, which is going to be inflation numbers. Okay. Right. That'll be on Friday. Tomorrow is going to be GDP data. And then you have Apple and Amazon earnings. Probably the most important earnings that you're going to get all year is going to be tomorrow's Apple and Amazon earnings. The second most important earnings that you're going to get all year was yesterday, which was Alphabet and Microsoft. That was the most important. That was to date the most important earnings. But tomorrow is the most important earnings that we have. That'll be Apple and Amazon. That is Apple and Amazon. All right. And then you have GDP data in the morning. And then you got PCE, which is inflation data, which is actually the most important piece of inflation data that the Fed pays attention to. And that's going to be on Friday. Can you talk about your position sizing in terms of percentage with trades, whether you add to losing positions or add to winners? Thanks. Hertz, I don't recommend that anybody ever averages down on losing positions when it comes to trading, especially if you are a new or inexperienced trader. It's actually one of the rules that I set forth for beginner traders is to never average down. Averaging down is how you completely blow yourself up and you take on losses that are far bigger than you can actually handle. Averaging down is something that only experienced traders should do, in my opinion. It requires a different level of risk management, and typically inexperienced traders do not have that discipline of risk management, and they also cannot distinguish the difference between adding to a losing trade or buying more of a good setup at a better price. So I would recommend that beginner traders do not ever average down, but you could tier into positions, and those are on your winning trades. And I do teach a tier trading strategy that teaches members how to add to winning positions. And if you want to dip your toes in the water, you start with 25% of your position size. That'll be a tier 1 trade. And then when you get confirmation of whatever the reason was you were entering the trade in the first place, like let's say you're like, oh, I see a bull flag. If you think you see a bull flag, you enter tier 1, you get the breakout of the bull flag, it gives you confirmation, you add to full size position, that's tier 2, and then you get the follow through and the breakout move. I go into that in grave detail. It's called a tier trading method. It's something I learned while working at the fund. I've tweaked it so it relates to my own retail trading. It's so important that you'll learn that in an entire course in the TTG curriculum. There's an entire course dedicated to the tier trading system. I promise you, once you learn to trade in tiers, you guys will never trade any other way. No. Obliviosi says, on the 7-day trial, do we have full access to view the platform? No, you do not. You will get sample courses with your trial. You will not get access to the entire full curriculum as a trial member of True Trading Group. Okay, you will not get access to all of our courses. You will get trial courses. These are 3 sample courses for trial members. You will not be getting access to the entire curriculum as a trial member. No. All right. The trial is to show you guys that this is not a scam, that we are legit, that we are real, and the trading that takes place on a daily basis, you guys can experiencing it live with us and use our mobile app and see how easy it is to follow along with us during the trading day, even while you're working a full-time job. It's a sample of what we have to offer. Right? If you guys are interested in joining our trial, go to ttgthree.com. Again, that is ttgthree.com. If you want to join our 7-day trial, it is just $3. We charge $3 to make sure you're a real person. All right. It is just a one-time payment of $3. There's no automatic renewal. There's no recurring payment. There's no automatic upgrade. It's a one-time payment of $3. Everyone's got $3. Go to ttgthree.com if you guys want to join us for our 7-day trial. Just know that if you go through the trial, you're not going to get the 1,100 price point and you're not going to get the free laptop. That is for members that are ready to join the TG family right here, right now. You go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121, and you will get the 50% discount and the brand new free laptop, the double your money back guarantee as well. If you have questions about the membership, send a text to 786-505-4047 if you have questions about the membership. All right, guys, what I'm going to do now is I will show you the actual platform that is True Trading Group for those that are still interested. If you are not a member, if you are not interested in our platform, you can sign off the live stream now. If you are not interested in our membership, you can sign off the live stream now. I'm done with the educational analysis. What I'll do now is show you the teaching platform itself and everything you get access to. You're going to get our chat room, obviously. This is where the mods and I share our screen. We're live with you from pre-market till after hours every day, calling out our trades in real time from pre-market till after hours. And you can use our mobile app. If you can't be in front of your computer, use our mobile app. And that is how you can participate and follow along with what we're doing in chat and get all the real-time alerts in real time. You will also be getting access to 2 small private study group sessions with one of our pro traders to ask questions and speed up your learning curve. You get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed, live breaking up to the second news alerts directly inside of chat. This will cost you over $1,000 if you went to Benzinga on your own. It's free with your membership when you join TTG. Trading View, you get their premium charting software. This will cost you a few $100. If you go to them directly, it's free with your membership. The Trade Ideas Scanner will make sure you're always focused on the best stocks during the day. It's a few $100. If you go to Trade Ideas on your own, it's free with your membership when you join TTG. You also get a simulator from ET&A to let you trade stocks and options with fake money, but with real-time data. This is so you can practice implementing what you're learning in the courses. This will cost you just under $1,000 if you go to ET&A on your own. It's free with your membership. You get our own scanner where you can actually build custom scans. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity, insider buying, short interest, a full trading journal that tracks your trading and gives you statistics and data so you can figure out what you're doing wrong. A social sentiment scanner will go through StockTwits, Reddit, and Twitter and tell you what stocks are being mentioned most so you can stay ahead of the crowd. Analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in so you can see how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating to help you make better trading and investing decisions. A watch list every day the mods and I publish to tell you what stocks we're looking at and how we plan on trading them, and then all of our courses. The courses are a simplified yet expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. There's beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, you name it, we've got it in text and video, whatever's easier for you to learn. Then on top of the courses, there's a video library with almost 300 hours of additional educational video content. These are workshops and webinars we've conducted live, covering a variety of topics like how to grow a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job, how to resist FOMO, just to name a few. And then you guys can attend all these live when you become full-time members of True Trading Group. guys, the ball's in your court. I know where I'll be tomorrow. I know where members will be, where you're going to be, how you're going to deal with this opportunity that's in front of your face with this craziness that we have in the market. That's up to you. I can't guarantee you success, but I can guarantee you a chance to build the skills needed to achieve your goals. And I can guarantee you that if you don't make the $1,100 back at least once, I'll give you double your money back. That's the deal when you join True Trading Group. That's how confident we are in our ability to help you become successful. There's 11 laptops left. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com and enter the coupon code TTG121. Click apply code. You'll get the 50% discount. There's only 11 spots left. As long as you see a laptop, you know you're getting one. You do not need to enter your address. You'll get a welcome email with instructions how to claim that free laptop. If you have questions about this membership, 786-505-4047. Send a text message. Don't call. It's a text-only phone number. That's it for us tonight, folks. Guys, congratulations on all of you that capitalized on the monster trade today in HKD. Congratulations to everyone that caught the SPY call options on the analysis. Just a big day today in chat, a big day for members, a big day for us. I'm glad to have all of our new family members. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be an even bigger day than it was today. Okay, you had yesterday, Alphabet, Microsoft, today, Fed meeting, Meta, tomorrow, GDP numbers, Apple, Amazon. Do not try to trade through all of this on your own. Get your butts in chat. Get on the mobile app. I'll see you guys all in chat. Subscribe to the channel. Smash